Hello, hello. Josh is not late because I am not Josh. It's Dima. I'm doing the stream today, guys. Welcome. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody feeling? I am feeling nervous, excited. I'm feeling a lot of fantastic things. Yeah. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday night. And we're in for a doozy, I would say. We're in for a match here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Josh is late, like I said. Josh is not here. Prefers Shaf as a super sub, but hope he does well. Yeah, the starting lineups, there's been some changes, guys. There's been some changes in the starting 11. Osorio begins instead of Kone. He starts in the midfield with Eustachio. We have Schaffelberg starting on the right-hand side instead of, obviously, whether it's Buchanan, whether it's Miller, the match before. So there's several changes in the lineup, but maybe the shows that I guess Mr. Marsh trusts the players. Kone hasn't been good. Kone wasn't good in the previous match against Peru. Maybe you could say the same thing against Argentina. He struggled it a little bit. Maybe Osorio has been a little bit better. Maybe that's why Osorio gets the start. Other than that, there's no more changes, and we'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. What do we need? What do we need, guys? We need a draw. If we get a draw, then we obviously have to hope for Argentina to beat Peru or draw with Peru. If we get a draw and Peru beats Argentina, then we're obviously out. And of course, if we lose, we're obviously out. So there's lots of nerves. Obviously, a little bit of a different live stream, maybe a little bit different vibes. Josh brings something. I bring something as well. I wear a lot of my emotions on my sleeve. I look Chilean. I'm definitely not Chilean, man. Yeah, I'm not cheering for Chile. I'm not cheering for Chile. I'm Canada all the way, man. Canada all the way, 100%. I prefer him as a super starter, Shaf. We'll see how Shaf does, man. We're going to see how Shaf does. Can he bring the full 90 minutes? We're going to have to see. Maybe this is just an injection of speed into the lineup because there's several aging players in the Chilean lineup. Obviously, Sanchez and Vargas, they are 35 and 34. Mauricio Isla, obviously, he's pushing 40 almost. What is he, 36 now? Yeah, he's 36. So maybe down that left-hand side, having Larea and Davies up top to give Isla problems. Maybe that's the play. You know, maybe that is the play for Jesse Marsh, and maybe that is the play for Canada, right? As an Arsenal fan, I've watched Alexis Sanchez for a very, very long time, and even though Alexis Sanchez is 35 years old, he can still bring something. That's why he is starting. So hopefully he doesn't bring anything today. Yeah, down the right-hand side, we'll see how Schaffelberg does. There's also some previous connections between Jonathan David and one of the center backs for Chile, which is Maripan. Maripan plays for Monaco. So Jonathan David has faced him before in Liga. Those are the starting lineups. If you are watching along, the game is about to begin. The teams are about to get on the field. And let's see how things go for us. Germany win 2-0 versus Denmark. Yep, I watched the game. The Germany game was it was probably expected for Germany to win that one. The Switzerland one was obviously more of a shock, but Italy looked horrendous. But we're not talking about Italy and Switzerland in this live stream. We are talking about Canada, obviously. So let's see how things go. Guys. I'm very, very excited for the match to kick off. I'm hoping we can get off to a good start, and I'm going to need your help because you also have a big part to play in this, and that part is to keep me updated on what's happening in the Argentina and Peru match. That's what you guys have to do for me, if that's okay. If you guys can keep me updated on that, I would really appreciate it. And let's see if we cheer together or we cry together. Let's see how things go, guys. The teams are out. It looks busy. I saw the buses arrive. If you guys watched the buses arrive, a lot of Chileans at the arena in Orlando. So basically, another probably away match for Canada, away vibes. Yes, there's Canadians, but I mean, I think the crowd will be more towards Chile. So we're basically at the Copa America. We're playing 3 matches away. The anthem is up. If I can't stand up, got to take off my hat at least, right? Got to take off the hat. At least take off the hat, right? At least take off the hat, guys. Got the Canada hat going as well. Canada. Got it going. Canada, let's go. Let's go, Messi Ronaldo. What an absolute legendary name. Messi Ronaldo. 2 of the best. Greetings from Germany, Hamburg. I am a Canadian and play here. It's almost 2 a.m. here. What's up, Abdul Harim? How are you, man? How are you? I'm a Hamburg fan. I like Hamburg. I do like Hamburg. It's unfortunately Hamburg is cursed. They can just not get promoted whatsoever. 6 seasons in a row down in the 2nd Bundesliga. And in those 6 seasons, 4 of them finishing in 3rd, 2 of them finishing in 4th, I believe, with 0 promotions. So Hamburg is a club that is, the club is cursed. Vamos Chile? Absolutely not. We need this. We need this one. Canada needs this. The boys singing the anthem proudly. Hat goes back on. Can Brazil face Canada? I have to look at the bracket. So out of this bracket, we would play the in Group B. We would face against Group B in the quarterfinals and then the semifinals. So I think in the final, yeah, we can play Brazil in the final. The one thing that if we get by the group stage matches, we have quite a favorable path into the semifinals because of Group B. And Group B, as everybody knows, was Venezuela right now. Who's on top? Ecuador is right behind them. Am I correct? I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Yeah, it's Venezuela on top and Ecuador right behind them. So if we finish 2nd in Group B, let's just say things go our way tonight, and we finish 2nd, we would play Venezuela. Is Venezuela beatable for us? I would say so. I think Venezuela is beatable, guys. I got a feeling Venezuela, we can take care of Venezuela, no problem. And even if we face Ecuador, it's either Ecuador or Venezuela. That's the one of the two. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch, obviously, and focus on this match here. And hopefully we can progress. We have the skill, we have the quality, we have what it takes to progress. Venezuela is very good. I completely agree, man. I completely agree. Venezuela has been very impressive at this Copa America. They are good. But at the end of the day, I'd rather face Venezuela than face anyone else on the other side of the bracket. Uruguay, Colombia, Brazil. Like I don't want to face any of those teams. I don't want to face anybody there. So like the further we can avoid them, the possible. So the better, Is Mexico bad because they lose? Mexico is going through quite kind of a transitional period, right? They don't have Raul Jimenez anymore. They don't have several other players, so they're going through a transitional period, I think, in their national team. And I think that's why there's kind of growing pains. Canada's gone through that. Now it's Mexico's turn to go through that, and maybe with Santiago Jimenez they can kind of recover at some point. They still have 1 match to play, so we'll see how that goes for Mexico. All right, the anthems are done. Here we go. It's time. It is time. Venezuela is very good. They even beat Ecuador. Yes, they did. Yeah. Rondon, man. Rondon's a legend. Starting lineups. They're showing the starting lineups. Of course, Crepeau and nets. Cornelius and Bombito as our center backs. Eustachio and Osorio in the midfield. 4-2-2-2. They're saying that Richie Larea will maybe playing higher up. So we're going to see what's going on here. They beat 10-man Ecuador. Ecuador is still a good team. But yeah, it looks like Richie Larea is playing higher up on the right side. I thought Richie Larea would be in the left back position, but they're saying Richie Larea is playing higher up as kind of like the right midfielder, right above Alistair Johnston, which is very weird. very weird for me. A little bit weird for me. A little bit weird. Is the ref, by the way, guys, is not the ref, but is the Argent or the Chilean manager, is he suspended? I think he's suspended, right? Is he suspended? Who knows if he's suspended? I think he's suspended. I'm pretty sure the Chilean manager is suspended for this match. Does he not have a red card? What's his name? Ricardo Gareca? Ricardo Gareca? What's up, Kelly? Let's go. We need to win. Yes, we do, Mohammed. We're in the white too, in the white kits. We're in the nice white kits. Also, Claudio Bravo is not starting. It is Gabriel Arias that is starting in nets for Chile. Bravo was injured. Claudio Bravo is injured. I'm also surprised that Chile is not starting Eric Pulgar in that midfield. They are going with Marcelino Nunez from Norwich City. I've watched several matches of Norwich City. Marcelino Nunez has been there for a couple of years now. Let me check. I think it's like 2 or 3 years he's been there. He's been there a couple of years. Yeah, since August 2022, he's been there for 2 years. And he's a pretty decent midfielder, but I'm still surprised that Eric Pulgar is not starting. Eric Pulgar is a very, very, very good midfielder. He played at Fiorentina. He played at Bologna. Now he obviously plays, I think he plays in Brazil somewhere. Where does he play now? I forgot where he plays. Where does Eric Pulgar play now? Let me find out. He's at Flamengo. Yeah, he plays for Flamengo. Okay. Yeah, so he's got a lot of European experience. Yeah, not on the sideline because they showed up late like Argentina has twice. Aha! Gotcha, Nibbles. Aha. So Ricardo Gareca, their manager, is not going to be in the starting 11. On the bench on the sideline. And they don't have their starting goalkeeper in Claudio Bravo. It's also Osorio versus Osorio. Today we're going to find out which Osorio is better. Is it Jonathan Osorio or is it Dario Osorio from FC Midtjylland that plays in Denmark? The kid, Dario Osorio, he'll be going up against Alphonso Davies on the left-hand side. He's their right man as the right midfielder. And then we, of course, have Jonathan Osorio. It's loud. It's loud here. I'm nervous. I hope you guys are nervous with me. Probably the biggest match in Team Canada's history. At least recent history, if not all of history. Copa America is Canada, November to December. My fantasy. We begin. It's Alphonso Davies with the ball. We're going to go back to Cornelius. You got Sanchez pressing Moise Bambito. We'll go to Johnston on the right-hand side. Let's go, Canada. Big match for sure. Big mismatch. Huge ball by Johnston. Okay. Nice. Nice. Arias has to clear. Good run by Laren. Very, very good. Very, very good run by Laren. Very good run. Good luck. Let's go. Bon chance. Let's get it. Don't underestimate any Copa America team. They're all good. I'm not underestimating anything, man. I give Chile full respect. They have good players. They have very good players, man. Vargas and Sanchez are, legends in football. They're very, very established and accomplished footballers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Huge. Great start by the boys so far. In their attacking end, Johnston will probably toss this into the box. We got a throw in. Yeah, it looks like he's going long. Several players in the box. We're piling up players. Johnston with the long throw. In the box it goes. It's going back to Johnston. Johnston. Okay, there's a Chilean player down. The ref will stop the play. How hot is it in Orlando right now? It's obviously not as hot as it was in Kansas City because Kansas City, I mean, man, you could not breathe there. You just couldn't breathe in Kansas City. How hot is it in Kansas City? Does anyone know? Good start. Chilean down. Gosh. Sergio Santin. That's the head coach. Temporary head coach for Chile. Yeah, maybe a little head injury here. Cornelius goes up. Oh, yeah. It's a triple head collision here. Triple head collision. Hopefully he's all right. We don't want to see any injuries. Yeah, I don't know how hot it is in Orlando tonight. But at least the game is a little bit later because that was just atrocious. The heat. Like, I was in Canada watching it and I felt how hot it was. If you know what I mean. I felt how hot it was, man. In Kansas City. It was just terrible. It was absolutely terrible. So hopefully it's a little bit cooler. Maxime Crepeau has been fantastic. They're showing Crepeau on the screen. He's been fantastic for us. Hopefully he continues to be fantastic. Temperature in Orlando, 91. 91. What is that in Celsius? Someone do the math for me. Drop ball. We restart with the possession. Johnston cuts inside at the edge of the box. He tries to find Schaffelberg. Chile gets it out only as far as Alphonso Davies. Davies will go all the way back to Cornelius. We retain possession. 24. That's fantastic. That is better. That is great. 76 Fahrenheit at 8 p.m. local. Okay, that's fantastic. That is great. Nice touch. Nice touch. We're with Osorio now. Larea. It's out. Canada corner. No, it's a throw-in. Throw-in or corner? I can't see. There's Maripan, the Monaco center back. He knows he knows David, and David knows him. 33 Celsius. Yeah. 33 Celsius. 33 is still hot. That looks like it's a corner. It is a corner. Davies is going to take this corner, guys. I'm so nervous. Alphonso Davies over the corner. In the box. Get it in there. It's going to be another corner. One more. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Chile under pressure early on. Love to see it. Love to see it. That is hot, but it's not as hot as Kansas City. Kansas City was 40, I believe, if not hotter. With the humidity, man, one of the refs passed out. It was terrible. It's loud here. Another Chilean player down in the box, holding his face. One more. Echeverria, one of the midfielders, is down. You got Vargas talking to the ref. What happened? What happened with Echeverria? Oh, no. Bombito gave Echeverria an elbow to the face. Got to be careful with that, man. Please don't check that. We don't want to take any red cards right now. Corner and back inside the box. Still floating in the air. It's out. Can we retain possession? Yes, we can. No, we can't. It goes all the way back. Richard Larea is there. Can Larea get up, get up, get up, get up. Okay, it's a foul. Nice. Vargas fouls Richard Larea. Crisis averted. Larea will take it fast. Nice pass by Johnston to Schaff. Schaff. Laren. Edge of the box. Trying to turn. Laren, hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball. Is there a foul? Foul. Foul on Kyle Laren. Suazo went down. We lose possession. It's not bad. Not bad of a start. 5 minutes in. I like the way we're starting, guys. I like this. I like this. If we can keep this going all night long, that would be absolutely fantastic. Remember, please keep me posted on the Argentina-Peru match, because it's obviously very important, especially when this game is tied. When this match is tied, it is very, very important. It is crucial to know what's going on over there, and I just don't have time. Chile with the ball, moving it slowly back and forth between the center backs. They're going to go all the way to the right side. One touch. Davies will clear it out for a throw-in. Dario Osorio. Davies has him covered. It's going to go for a throw-in. They're going to go back to the center backs and all the way back to Maripan. All the way back to Maripan. And Canada really moves up the field and applies pressure right away. We are applying pressure right away. Is a foul in the middle of the field. Apparently, I don't know, the Chilean is rolling around. Is it a bad challenge? I mean, yeah, he kicked his ankle. He kicked his heel. Kicked his heel. Watching from the UK, it is 1 a.m. Let's go, big one. I mean, you're committed. Committed. Absolutely. You are committed. Committed to the cause, man. Silly from Bombito. Silly from Bombito, I would say. The elbow already. Now it's this right here. So he needs to be a little bit more careful. It's a yellow card. Yellow card for Moise Bambito. It's not what we need. It's not what we need, guys. Not what we need. He's still on the ground, the Chilean. Chilean's still on the ground. Still on the ground and smiling. Smiling, but still on the ground. They're showing re-showing the elbow by Bombito to the chin. Just got to be very, very careful. What does Jesse Marsh think he's not doing? He's doing by not starting Tajon Buchanan? I don't think Tajon Buchanan warrants a start, man. He hasn't been great. That's my personal opinion. And I think it's also because maybe there's trust in the squad. You know what I mean? Trust in the squad. But I think we will see Tajon Buchanan at some point, whether it's a draw, whether it's we're winning or whether we're losing. I think we'll definitely see him. We can't not see him. But I think he doesn't deserve a start. He hasn't been great. He really hasn't. He hasn't showed us why Inter Milan has signed him. Yeah. Schaffelberg has had all the energy. Schaffelberg has been just absolutely incredible. Although there's obviously talk and arguments about Schaffelberg still continuing being a super sub because that's what he sometimes is. But at some point, you have to give him a chance in the starting 11. And I think this is a chance, especially. Nice ball. Laren. Larea in the box. It's a corner. It's going to be a corner, right? It's a corner. You see, this is what Schaffelberg brings. He made that direct pass. Schaffelberg is a very, very direct player, man. He uses his speed, and he made that he made that incredible pass right to Kyle Laren, and it cost the corner. It caused the corner. It caused chaos for Chile. He's very, very direct. He's very fast, and I really, really like him. Laren should have been benched now. Man, Laren brings a lot more than just goals, man. He holds up the ball very, very well. He's got very good work rate, too. I like him. In the box, it goes from Eustachio. It's out. Larea is there. Goes back into the box. Cornelius with an attempt. It's blocked. Cornelius took it off the champ. Osorio. Back into the box it goes. It's going to go headed back to Arias, and he will hold on. Man. Dude. We're getting those chances, man. We're playing, man. We're playing. It should be a foul, no? Oh, it's not a push by Vargas. What's happening? Ball into the box from Chile. Johnston out. Nice. Let's not fall apart here. Let's not fall apart. We've had a good start. Let's keep it there. Alexis Sanchez. That's going to be out. Chile ball on the left-hand side. Canada's not looking for a draw. I know we're not looking for a draw. Obviously, a win would be good, but a draw would still be, as long as the other game ends in a draw or a favorable result for Argentina, a draw would still get us through. Obviously, taking the lead here would be, I mean, it would be crucial. It would be just so, it would be great. It would be just, you know, I think it would make everyone happy here. Chile with the possession, playing it between their center backs once again. Laren is chasing them down. There goes Schaff. Schaff is chasing them down again. They're going to have to go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Remember, Chile needs a win. Chile needs to beat us. Chile needs to win. Canada's not looking for a draw. Yeah. Chile still with the possession. They're again playing between their center backs. They're a little bit nervous in the back. A little bit nervous because of the pressure that Laren and David are putting together. Nice step in. Osorio does well. Plays it to Johnston. Johnston to the left-hand side. The right-hand side to Larea. Larea back to... Goes to Larea. It should be a foul. Yeah, Larea's tackled. Now Larea's on the ground. It's going to be a yellow card for Suazo. So, an exchange of yellow cards here. We have a defender on a yellow, and now so does Chile. Chile has their left back on a yellow, and we have obviously Moise Bombito on a yellow. So it's 1-1 on yellow cards. it's a draw. It's a draw. Suazo will miss the next match. If Chile qualifies, Suazo will miss the next match because Chile will not qualify. He'll miss several matches, and so will the rest of Chile. Dark horse prediction for Copa America. Man, my dark horse was Canada, just because of the way the groups are. You know what I mean? Because like we have to face teams in Group A and B, in Group B. There's Ecuador and Venezuela, and you know they're more beatable than Argentina, than Brazil and Colombia and Uruguay on the other side of the bracket. Like I don't want anything to do with that side of the bracket. So maybe we can make the semifinals. Like it's a possibility. You know, maybe. Like, we don't have bad players, right? Argentina is 0-0. Okay, still 0-0. All right, 0-0 is 0-0. Echeverria. They're going to go long here. They're going to try and find someone. and they do find Vargas. Vargas will head it back to Marcelino Nunez. Larea steps in. He does wonderfully. And it's a foul on Richie Larea. And it's Canada ball, baby. Whew. Let's go. Larea's playing well. The one thing about Larea is we want him to stay cool. We want him to stay cool. We don't want Larea taking any yellow cards. We don't want him bugging the ref, doing anything silly, doing anything stupid. Keep your emotions in check, man. We don't need any wild cards here. You know what I mean? We don't want Larea doing anything that can cost us. Cornelius will go long to Schaffelberg. Can Schaffelberg get there? No, he can't. It's just a little bit long. A good ball by Cornelius, though. Very good ball. Very, very good ball. What team is controlling the midfield? I would say we probably have the better midfield right now, but it seems like both teams are kind of relying on the long balls and a little bit more of the wing play. Not a lot is going through the midfield. Not a lot is going through the midfield right now. Not a lot. Cray Larea is making friends with the ref. He's always making friends with everybody. He's always making friends with everybody. Argentina's already had a few corners. I would expect so. Like I saw a predicted or a projected lineup of Argentina, and even though I don't think Messi was starting, but they're still starting. Like Otamendi starting, and I think Lautaro Martinez is starting instead of Julian Alvarez. Like they're still very quality players, even though if it's not their strongest 11. Larea tries to go long. It's blocked. Will it go out of bounds? No. Chile will hold on to it on the left-hand side. Chile orchestrating kind of in that defensive midfield area. They're going to go back to their center backs and they're going to try the right-hand side now. They're going to go to Osorio. Switch again to the other side to Suazo now. Suazo, the left back. On the left. To Davia. Davia cuts in. Sanchez will switch it to the other side of the field now. They're playing these long balls, Chile. Dario Osorio trying to get by everyone, and he does get by Davies. He puts a ball into the box. It's a cross that's a little bit wild. Canada will have a throw in, but I mean we can't have Alphonso Davies getting dominated by Dario Osorio here. He needs to do better there. He needs to recover that ball. He needs to recover that ball. Argentina is dominating. Yes, that's fantastic. Messi's on the bench. Expected, probably expected. Chile with the possession. We threw the ball to Chile. Nunez goes to the far side. It goes to the edge of the box. Larea out. David given a chase. Lichnowsky is there. Step into the box again. Crepeau. Good collection. Hello, Maria. Welcome. Claudio Bravo is on the bench injured, so it's a backup goalkeeper. I think we need to test him. We really need to test this Gabriel Arias. He's 36 years old. He's played, in South America for basically his entire career. He plays at Racing Club right now. He's played over 200 matches there. Not that he's a bad goalkeeper, probably, obviously not, but he hasn't played at all at the Copa America. So we're moving the ball well. It's going to go to Larea. Larea on the right-hand side, and he'll keep it in. It's going to be a corner. Garnacho is starting. Fantastic, man. Garnacho's quality, a.k.a. Ronaldo. 16 and a half minutes in, guys. We have a third corner, and they're all on that left-hand side, or the right-hand side. And Davies will take it in with his left foot. Davies is going to go and take it. We're going to pile up the box once again. Can we get something from this corner? David and Bombito are talking in the box. Obviously, something is going on. Some sort of tactics that we're not aware of. It's not going to be David. It's going to be Eustachio taking the corner. It's going to be an outswinger. Outswinger by Eustachio. In the box it goes. Anyone there? Punched out by Arias. Schaffelberg on the ball. Puts it back in the box. Anyone there? Who's there? At net. It's blocked. It's over the bar. Come on. Johnston with a header, man. Santiago Arias, man. He looks shaky. He could have caught that. Sorry, he's winning the Copa America. Let's talk about that after Canada wins. It wasn't even Johnston. I thought it was Johnston. It was Laren. Laren with the header, he puts it over the bar. It's a very easy save. You probably should catch that, like I said. So, dude, what do you... Eustachio, another outswinger. I like these corners, man. It's going to go deep. Oh, no. Whoa. Schaffelberg just got hit in the head. He got kicked in the head. We keep possession here. Are we going to put it out because Schaff is injured? Yeah, Davies is going to put it out. Schaff got hit in the head. Man, Schaff is like taking a beating in the past 2 matches, man. Oh, he got hit in the head. He got kicked. Nunez, I guess it's an innocent challenge, to be honest with you. He didn't know he was there. Schaff got hit. He got absolutely torn apart in the last match with that wreck from Peru, getting his feet caught out, almost breaking his leg. Now he's getting kicked in the head. I mean, dude, he's taking a beating for our country, guys. He's taking a beating. They're showing the voyageur, all the Canadians, in a sea of Chileans. It is a sea of Chileans and a little pocket of Canadians. Copa Europa. Can England wake up and get to the final? Oh boy, man. I mean, I feel like even Slovakia is going to be a challenge. We'll see. We'll see how England plays. But so far, England has been disappointing, I would say. They've been disappointing. Like, Georgia has scored more goals than England in group stages. That's mad, right? That's wild. Georgia has scored 4 goals in the group stage matches, and England scored 2. Chile with the throw. They're going to give the ball back to Canada. They're going to kick it all the way back to Max Crepeau. Max Crepeau will collect it, and what's he going to do with it? He's going to go long once again. They're going long to Richie Larea. Headed away. And out by Suazo once again to Bombito. It's not a great one. Johnston is chasing Sanchez. Sanchez falls over. Get up, man. It's not a foul, dude. Come on, bro. Johnston. Very, very well done. But Chile still has the ball. Chile on the edge of the box. Chile. They tried to make it a nice through ball to Alexis Sanchez on the left-hand side. Just a little bit over. It's a little bit overpassed, and it's going to be a goal kick for Canada. I mean, dude, Sanchez, bro, get up, man. Dude, Alexis, brother, he's fallen over and he can't get up. What's the score? 0-0. Johnston strong, nice work. Yeah, Johnston has been very good. Yeah. So far, very good, man. Absolutely, you got to use that strength there. And Sanchez folded like a paper there. It's ridiculous. You can't call that a foul. That should be a foul there. It's not. Chile is on the attack. Dangerous. To the left-hand side. Suazo. Edge of the box. Shot. Oh, it's just wide. Davila. Good opportunity. Very, very good opportunity for Chile. We got to defend better there. We let him take the ball off the chest and then hit it with his left on the volley. It looked like maybe Crepeau would have it covered if it was on target. I mean, probably not, actually, to be honest with you. What time are you on? Where am I? I'm at 21:28, 21:29, 21:30. It's Chile again. All right, let's not fold here, guys. Come on. Davies will go long to Jacob Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg, nice touch. Where's the foul? Ref, where's the foul? Bro. Even Schaff's going like this. Chile pushing back a bit now. Hang on, boys. I agree. Approaching 22 minutes. 20 seconds behind. Don't spoil it. No spoilers. Please, no spoilers. Yeah, lots of pushing. Absolutely. I agree. Like, that should have been a foul on Schaffelberg. What they should have done there, like when Schaffelberg kicked it over the guy and tried to run around him, the ref should have let it go. As he can't get around him because the guy's holding him, then you call it back. You know what I mean? You play the advantage, then you call it back. There was no advantage. Chile will go long. Sanchez will head it. Can we get to that ball? It's a shot. Davila again, man. Now he puts it left. First he put it right, now he put it left. Sanchez is doing very well winning those headers, man. He's playing a little bit left there on that left-hand side. He's heading the ball always centrally. Vargas does well as well, and then Davila, I mean, he hit it nicely, but just wide, just wide, just wide, just wide. The good thing is that we have VAR. Canada with the possession. Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies through the legs of one. Nutmegs. Can we get that possession back? We can. David. Jonathan David. This is dangerous. Kyle Laren's shot is blocked. Was it blocked? I think it was blocked. No? No. It's just a goal kick. It's wide. Wild by Kyle Laren. A nice pass, though. A nice pass to put Laren in a good position. Chile will start from the back now. 24 minutes in. Almost 24. Approaching 24. It's the Copa America. The ref fix is in against Canada and the USA. I read some reports. I won't comment on them, but I read some reports. Throw in for Chile. On the right side. Right near the halfway line. Actually, almost exactly at the halfway line. And Chile will just throw it back. Jonathan David will chase. Chile will play all the way to the goalkeeper. Wild shot, yeah. Maybe he should have done a little bit better, but he was under pressure. Suazo. Nothing there. Can we play it to Jonathan David? We can't. Now Suazo was injured again. Another Chilean on the ground. Suazo is on the ground. I guess he got something in the face. There is an injury. Yet another Chilean injury. It's a little bit of a wild pass. You know what, by the way, guys? I've kind of enjoyed Richie Larea playing up top like that a little bit more. Like, what do you guys think? Has Richie Larea in the first 25 minutes, how has he done? I think he's done all right. I think he's done all right, honestly. Yeah, very little on that. I agree. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Is Pulisic overrated? Pulisic is rated about where he should be, in my opinion. I agree with that too. I agree with that too. Pulisic is just Pulisic. He's a good player. That's it. He's a good player. Is Liam playing? No, Liam's on the bench. Liam's on the bench. Chile with the possession. Again, between center backs. Give and go. Right side. They will go to Isla. Nice interception by Davies into the midfield for Osorio. Osorio will get there and he'll go long to Richie Larea. Larea's got some speed. That should be a foul. Where's the yellow? Larea's calling for a card here. It's just a foul. It's not a yellow. Interesting. I mean, Larea does well. And I mean, Suazo just puts him down. The thing is why Larea wants a yellow card there is because Suazo was already on a yellow, and this is why Suazo didn't get a yellow card. This is why. How's Tejan on the bench? He hasn't been good. Wait a minute. Second yellow. He's off. It's a second yellow. Let's go, baby. Bro, it's got to be a yellow. That's a yellow. That's a second yellow, man. What are you guys complaining about? The Chileans are complaining if it's a yellow, man. Like, the first one was a yellow. This is a yellow. It doesn't matter what country you play for, man. If this was on Canada, I would say, yeah, you know what? That's a yellow. It sucks. It's a yellow. But they're both yellows. Let's go. Gabriel Suazo. Remember what I said about 10 minutes ago? Gabriel Suazo will not be playing in the next match. He definitely won't be playing in the next match for sure now. Vamos, baby. Like, they're still complaining. What are they complaining about? Bro, it's a yellow. Like, red cards in the chat. Right? Dude. Nothing to complain about. It's a fair, fair assessment by the referee. Luckily, this game is in US, not South America somewhere. Hey. Let's keep it PG. Canadians players need to be careful. Might be a light call against us. I completely agree. I completely agree. Whether sometimes you know, there might be something coming back on the other end. You never know. So for sure, we got to be careful. But again, we're 27 minutes in, 28 minutes in. We're a man up. We cannot give up this opportunity. Like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? Davies and Eustachio over the ball. Does that mean Canada has one more man on the field now? Yes. Sky's the limit. Yes. Yes. Yes, we do. For the rest of the game. We're a man up for the rest of the game. Only Argentina gets the refs on their side. I mean, apparently we got the refs. You know, someone paid the refs for Canada today. I'm kidding. What? Second yellow? Yes. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it for me if we have any goals. Please. Eustachio. It's not going to be Eustachio. It's Davies. Shot. Corner. It's going to be a corner. Corner, corner, corner. So now Chile has to beat us with a man short by playing a man short. Chile has to beat us playing a man short. Just saying, you know, we have to, absolutely, we have to capitalize on this. Like, that's just Davies over the corner. Sixth corner now, 29 minutes. We've been the better side, I would say. Chile has had two very dangerous opportunities, but overall, I'd say we've had the better possession. We've been the better side. Chile has been playing more on the counterattack. This gives Shaft some open space to cause havoc. Yeah, for sure. They're going to have to, I don't know if they're going to make any changes. Into the box it goes. It's, how far out is it? I mean, Sanchez just falls over, man. He just literally falls over every time. Every time he feels any contact, Sanchez falls over. Brother, I loved you at Arsenal. How do you play like this, man? Bro, why are you falling over like that, man? There's nothing there. Like, he backs into the player, and as soon as he feels any contact, he just falls. You know what I mean? He falls. You see what I'm saying? They're going to make changes. I knew they're going to make a change. They're going to bring someone off to bring on an extra defender. And it's going to be Dario Osorio. I asked which Osorio was better in the beginning of the stream, and obviously it's Jonathan Osorio because Dario Osorio is coming off. Thomas Galdamez is coming on. Thomas Galdamez is a left back, center back. So they're going to play with two, basically to replace Suazo, but they're sacrificing a wider player, a wider attacking player in Osorio. Canada might get to the quarters by virtue of red cards. Oh man, but you can't sit there and say that the red cards that have been given to against the one against Peru and the one right now, they're not warranted. For sure, they're warranted. You know what I mean? They weren't light cards. Like the red card against Schaffelberg, that was a red card, man. Like, that's such a red card. Sanchez falling over again is the same thing. He's doing the same thing. Like, are they related to the Canadian story? No, probably not. I was just making a joke. I'm just making a joke. They just have the same last name. 4-4-1. That's what they're doing basically. 4 in the midfield, 4 in the back, and the lonely strikers. He's going central now. Sanchez, Jonathan David, little give and go with Richie Larea. Vargas is there. Vargas is playing some defense now. Vargas, they're cornered, man. It's 3 versus 2 here. They're corner on the right-hand side. He just falls over. Like, he's fallen over by himself. The Chileans are falling over. The red cards were valid, plus the head and the headbutt as well, Gordo. I completely agree. The headbutt. So, and even these 2 yellows, they're both warranted. They're both bad fouls, man. They're both bad fouls. So it's not even favoritism. It's just stupid cards to take, really. You know what I mean? Just silly fouls by the opposing teams. Headbutt was the worst miss, yeah, for sure. But at least we got payback with the Schaffelberg one. Cornelius will go out wide to Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, Fonzie, Eustachio, Schaffelberg. I mean, Chile is under pressure, guys. Chile is under pressure. Hey, dude, as a Venezuelan American, I want Canada to win so we can face and play at the quarters. Man, it would be great, man. Also say JJD TV hi for me. I will when I talk to him and see him. Absolutely. I think he's probably just watching at home. He's got the night off. He's just chilling, just relaxing. David is making the run. Larea cuts into the center. Out wide to David on the right side. It's going to go back to Johnston. Osorio. Back to Johnston. Back to Jonathan Osorio. We're holding all the possession here. Moise Bombito. Cornelius now. Shaft causing chaos. Oh yeah, he is. There he is. There he goes again. Remember, Shaft is very direct, man. Oh, Alfonso did well. Beautiful ball into the box. Oh, and just Richie Larea couldn't reach it, man. He couldn't reach it. Couldn't reach it. Thoughts on Italy getting knocked out? Big one, man, bro. If we're gonna have just a brief conversation about Italy, they were awful today. They were. I mean, what happened? What happened? I watched the entire game. They were terrible. JJD, is he not in the live chat? Come on, man, chime in. Is he? I don't know if he's here or not. I don't know. I haven't seen him. Arias. Chile will go into the midfield. They're under heavy pressure, but this is what we don't want. We don't want to get those open gaps. There's gaps here, open spaces on the left-hand side. In the box it goes. Should be Crepeau's ball, and it is. Crepeau's ball. They're calling for a handball. They're calling for handball. Where's the handball? There's a lot of boos in the crowd. A lot of boos right now. Swiss played. Oh, man. Swiss were unbelievable. Switzerland was unbelievable. Deserving to win. Deserving to win. They were the best. They were best team for the entire 90 minutes. Into the middle it goes. Larin will drop it off to Eustachio. Eustachio will switch the play to Alphonso Davies. Fonzie taking on two. We'll drop it off to Shaft. Edge of the box. Edge of the box to Eustachio. Into the box it goes. Anyone there? It's out. And it's out again by Chile. Chile is just hanging on. They're gonna press on that counterattack. They're gonna push on that counterattack. We just saw it a minute ago. How they're gonna kick it forward, man. Maybe play one pass into the midfield, and then they're gonna just press on that counter and try and catch us sleeping. They're gonna try and catch us sleeping. Cornelius. Bombito. Osorio now. Oso with the ball on the right side. He gives it away. And it's going to go to Arias, the goalkeeper of Chile. He will hold on to it. Canada, man up already. We got this. Yeah, I mean, we got the possession. We have to start creating chances here. We have to create chances. We have to create. We're a man up. Canada or Chile? Canada, man. Of course, Canada. I mean, you know? Yeah, Chile is going to counter 100%. That's really the only thing they can do, especially when you're a man down. You can counter. You also stand a chance of you know, just risking and getting caught in the back if you commit way too many players forward. Is there a foul? Apparently, Shaft was fouled. Isla is not happy about it. He says, "Get up." Something is going on here. We get the ball. Our throw-in is Bombito. We're going to start again. Johnston, Bombito. They're now Chile. I mean, they're pressing, but see, when they press like that, they expose themselves, and there's so many gaps. It's a good ball, but it's too much weight on it by Fonzie. He should have carried it a little bit more. Can't start thinking possession is enough. Starting to look like that's the thinking. Yeah, like we need a goal, because like I hate to, you know, I don't want to be the guy that, you know, talks about bad news or whatnot, or the bearer of bad news, but it's football, man. Weird things have happened. I mean, what if Peru beats Argentina? You know what I mean? And we are. We just hold possession, and then we just kind of, you know, let it go. We need a goal. Now, unfortunately, Chile has a free kick just outside of the box. Vargas kind of fell over. I don't know if he was tripped or was there any contact. I'm not sure if there was any contact. I guess maybe from Eustachio, maybe a little bit, but not much. It's probably going to be Sanchez taking it. It's going to be Sanchez. It's going to be a shot on goal here. Will it be Sanchez? Vargas is in the box. No, it's not Sanchez. It's Nunez, Marcelinho Nunez. Nunez would be the in-swinger, probably the shot. There's a lot. Yeah, it's a shot on net, and it's right at Crepeau. It's a pretty easy save. He should. Any goalkeeper should save that one. And we're gonna go. Really quickly here on the counter through Davies. Davies. Anything there? Is it in the... Yeah, come on, get in the... Jonathan David chips the keeper, man, and it goes just wide. Is there a red? Wait. Is there a foul in the box? Oh, 10 men still dangerous on set pieces. Oh, for sure, man. Absolutely. Absolutely, Samuel. Is there a foul? It was a brilliant ball by Davies. Is that a foul? I don't know. Probably not, because David kind of ran into him instead. I don't think it's a penalty. We need to control possession, and we need to make sure we don't go down a goal. I mean, we're a man up, man. We're a man up. Our goal is fast transition. Well, the fast transition was just there, right there, for sure. We definitely don't want to give up anything, but I would like to see a goal, man. I think I think a goal would kind of just solidify things a little bit more for us. Davies is great for counterattacks, of course. He's pure quality on that left side. Pure quality. He's faster than anybody that Chile has. No penalty, David down. Yeah, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. Oh boy, David is down though. That's not good. How many shots does Canada have? I don't think we have any on target, to be honest with you. We have 4 total shots, but none are on target. We've had some. No, we had the one on target that Arias made. He saved. We do have 1 shot on target. This was also a very good opportunity there. It was a great chip by David, man. Great chip. Great chip. All right, he's up. He got hit in the back of the neck here. I'm not sure. Maybe it's when he hit the ground or whatnot. I'm not sure if there's going to be a foul here or it's just going to be a restart. Anything. Davies and Schaff are talking to each other on the left side. There is 10 men on Chile. Yes, we're a man up. We are a man up. Predictions. I said 1-1. Now I would be disappointed if we didn't win, to be honest with you. It's just going to be a goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick. Schaff gets the first. Love that. I love that. No corner. Chile will go long to the left side. Johnston does well, but Vargas collects. Vargas right into the midfield. They're going to try and play the fouls. Vargas, is he going to have a shot? It was taken away. Davies, guys, get it out. Guys, just get it out. Get it out. And David gives it away now. Davila. It's out. Ref, that was out. Ref, that was out. We're just going to go long here. Kind of relieve some pressure. They give it away. Laren holding on. They're all over Laren. He still makes the pass to the right side for Jonathan David. Into the box it goes. It was almost that Schaff. Take a shot. Eustachio shot. The goalkeeper is, he's at the edge of the box. My gosh, man. The goalkeeper came out so far. He's fouled by Alfonso Davies, and Davies takes the yellow card. How is that a yellow card for Davies? I don't know. I thought he got the ball. Man, this game's getting heated, man. This game is getting heated. This is getting heated. I'm sweating just watching this. Shafi has been the surprise of the tourney for Canada. He almost had that too. If Arias doesn't get a hand to it, that's in the back of the net. And then Arias, I guess you could say he was smart. He came out and closed down the angle on Eustachio, because Eustachio had basically the gaping net. It's a free kick for Chile. 42 minutes in. Chile will go long once again. Bombito stands tall. Eustachio plays it to Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg gets around one. Another one. Is there a foul? No foul. Nothing. Nothing is given. Now it's a foul. There it is. Now it's a foul. Now it's a foul. Schaff has been on the ground so much he's got grass all over his face, man. They just keep on fouling him. They just keep on fouling him. It's a battle out there. It's a complete battle out there right now. We have another free kick. Who's standing over the ball? It's Eustachio and Davies once again. And Larea right behind them. It's going to be Eustachio. Is he going to play it short? No, he's not. Eustachio will take it. He'll put it in the box. It's not great. Yeah. Not a great free kick. Not a great one. I think he tried to find the back post, but it was almost there. They're just showing the replay of how Schaff almost got it. It was a great ball by Jonathan David. Fantastic ball. Yeah. And Arias got the hands to it, and then he came out and closed down the angle. It's blocked. Canada with the possession once again. Jonathan David. Oh, they're going to... What are they calling? Handball? I guess they're calling handball. Yeah, they're calling handball. Looks like he's been playing rugby. Schaff is a mess, yeah. Mind games between both players. Kyle Larin picks up the ball, throws it back. Says it should be back. The free kick. The crowd boos. The Chileans are not happy. They give the ball away again in the midfield. It goes to Jonathan David. Jonathan David carrying it centrally. Out wide, he goes to Richie Larea. Larea, low ball into the box. It's cleared. And it's cleared once again for a throw-in on the right side. How is Canada's set pieces? I would say hot and cold. Hot and cold. Definitely hot and cold. Hot and cold for Canada set pieces. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're like Gattuso said. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe, you know. Johnston with the throw-in. Into the box it goes. It's out once again. Johnston will collect. Give and go. Johnston into the box. Beautiful ball in. Anything there? No, they chested it down to Arias, man. Who do you think's playing better? Well, I mean, Canada is definitely playing better because Canada is up by a man. 4 minutes of added time. 4 minutes of extra time. Arias will go long, and it'll just go right back to Crépeau, and Crépeau will toss it to Fonzie on the left-hand side. Fonzie with the ball. Eustachio back to Fonzie, back to Derek Cornelius. Cornelius will go all the way back to Max Crépeau, who's been somewhat busy, but not really that busy. Oh, and Moise Bambito makes a terrible pass to Johnston. It just goes out of bounds, and Chile will have a throw in here. Not very accurate. Not very accurate whatsoever. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but Chile actually hasn't scored a goal at the Copa America. Just putting it out there. They didn't score against Peru. They didn't score against Argentina. Just saying. You know what I mean, guys? Just saying. Argentina shot on goal. Peru goalkeeper with a kick save. Okay. Still 0-0 then, I assume, right? Arias will go long. Bambito will get up. Johnston will collect. Osorio will chip it to Larea, but it's not there. Larea will get it back, though. It's going to be a throw-in for Canada right in the midfield, basically. Just at the halfway line. Still 0-0. Yes. Okay. Great. Larin. Late challenged. Nice ball by Larin, though. Out wide to Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies, left side. What's he going to do with it? He's going to play it to Schaff. Schaff, low ball in. Arias will collect it. It's a dangerous ball, man. He's been good, Jake. Jacob Schaffelberg's been good, man. It's a good ball. It's a good ball. It's just a little bit too close to the keeper. Just a little bit too close to the keeper, yeah. Just a little too close. Argentina 6 shots, Peru 1 shot. I don't want Peru to have any shots, to be honest with you. Cornelius does well to deal with it. Davies falls over. He's still kind of somewhat wins the throw-in, I guess. Chile wins the throw-in. I always hate the way Chile plays. They play in an ugly and rough manner. I mean, Peru plays the same way. That's just South American football, right? Sometimes. Given we're a man up, do you think we should sub off Bombito and Davies to protect them for a potential quarterfinal? Not when it's 0-0. No way, man. Right now, no way. We got to get to the quarterfinal first. Let's get to the quarterfinal first. You know what I mean? Like, 0-0 is, it doesn't guarantee it because Peru, I mean, unlikely, but what if they score a late one and they beat Argentina 1-0 or something? You know what I mean? You just, if we're up 1 or 2-0, then maybe we can talk about that. Like, let's say if we're up 1-0 in the 65th minute or something, and Peru is losing 2-0 or something, and we know that we can, you know, even if we allow a goal, we can sustain something. As Davies makes it's a little bit too far of a cross for Richie Larea, then maybe we can talk about it. Argentina 0-0, Peru halftime. Okay, well, we're almost at halftime here as well, about 30 seconds to go. It's going to be 0-0 here as well, I think. Galdamez will take the throw-in for Chile. I don't know. Do yellow cards carry over? Do you, like... I guess they do carry over, eh? Maybe it's a stupid question. Is that a foul? No foul. We still have the ball. Oh, okay. How is that a foul on Jacob Schaffelberg? A free kick against Canada? Shav gets the ball, he gets tackled, and the free kick goes the other way. Well, I guess Schaffelberg slid into him with a leg up. Yeah. Reset after quarterfinal. Got you. So yeah. So I mean, if we want to protect Alphonso Davies from a second yellow in this match, halftime, 0-0. No, Peru does not need to score 2 to make up the goal difference, because we are on a -1 goal difference right now, and Peru is on a, what is it? They're on a also -1 goal difference. They're also on a -1 goal difference. So if this game ends 0-0, we stay on 4 points on a -1 goal difference. If Peru beats Argentina 1-0, they are also on 4 points, but then their goal difference becomes 0. And the 0 obviously is better than -1. Therefore, Peru would progress. So they only need to beat Argentina 1-0, or by 1, you could say, by 1. By 1, if we draw this game. If we win this game, it doesn't matter what happens in that game. That game becomes completely irrelevant. If we're up 1-0, the scoreline over there completely becomes irrelevant. You know what I mean? But if it's 0-0, and it's 0-0 there, it's a little bit nervy. We kind of, you know, especially with a man up, it would be extremely disappointing. Like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. It would be very, very disappointing if we're a man up after the 27th minute, we don't score a goal, you know, it ends 0-0, we finish on 4 points, and then somehow Chile, you know, puts in some random goal in like stoppage time or something and beats Argentina 1-0 or something. That would be that's like the worst thing that would possibly happen, because at the end of the day, we were up a man up, and we should probably score. You know what I mean? Like, we should probably score. How do you guys think about, what do you guys feel about the first half? How are we feeling? Like, I feel good. I feel like we've been playing good or well. Especially, we've probably been playing well the entire game. We are creating chances. I wouldn't say we're testing the keeper too much, unfortunately. Couple of crosses. Jonathan David, a nice little dink that went wide. Then the Eustachio shot that was, you know, the goalie came out and made relatively, I guess, I wouldn't say easy save, but it hit him right in the chest. Should we be winning? Probably, because we're a man up. But remember, we have to make sure that we don't get caught on the counter, right? We have to make sure that we don't get caught on the counter, because we saw what Chile can do on the counter. They've already tried to counter several times. They've created chances, even a man down. They've created chances. They've tested Crepeau, and a couple of shots went wide. So there's definitely there's definitely something brewing here for me. You know, I do feel like we are going to score in the second half. I feel like we are going to score. First 20, 25 minutes, we're pushing. Yeah, for sure we were pushing. The direct elbow from Bombito, that was just, I mean, I don't know if he did it on purpose or he was moving his arm. It's one of those things, right? It's one of those things. I'm anxious until we score, but less anxious than I would be without the 10-man Chile. For sure. But I think we need to capitalize on Chile being down, Chile being 10-man down. This was the match I was most looking forward to when the tournament began. The officiating just ruined what could have been a great game. Chile is getting robbed. I'm not sure, man. Like, if you're talking about the yellow cards, the 2 yellow cards for Suazo, 100% deserved, bro. They're both yellow cards. Like, it's 2 yellow cards. It's a red card. You're out. Let's remember, Chile is an excellent team. Canada is playing extremely strong, but we can use more quality chances. Don't get frustrated. Chile is going to defend now, but we will break through. The thing is with Chile, Chile can't defend. That's the thing. Chile can't defend because Chile needs to win. In order for Chile to progress, they need to win. So for, you know, a draw, as you can see, they're showing the live table right now. Like, Chile needs to beat us with 10 men down. You know what I mean? Not satisfied with the first half with no goals and not enough shots to even considering the extra man. Gotta get in gear and take him off. No red card from Bombito, though. Maybe that was missed, man. I try to be as neutral as possible. If you think that's a red card, then maybe that was missed. But I'm just a spectator just like you. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. All I can say is that the 2 yellows for Suazo were 100% deserved. Whether the Bombito should have been a red or should have been a yellow, maybe it was missed. Maybe if they went to VAR, maybe it would have been a red. I don't know. You know what I mean? But the 2 yellows that I saw from Suazo, you can't blame Canada for that. That's just Suazo being silly. He made two fouls that were both yellow cards. That's it. It's just as simple as that. You know, I'm a football fan, man. I try to be as neutral and I try to see both sides of the story. You know what I mean? If they went to VAR and they decided that the Bombito thing was a yellow card and it was an intentional elbow, or maybe it was an accidental elbow, you never know. You know what I mean? Then we can have that. Then we can have that chat if it was deserved, if it was not deserved. But the 2 yellow cards for Suazo, 100% deserved. Good point. Chile does have to open up. Absolutely, yes. Chile does have to open up because, like I said, they have to win. They have to win. 86% chance of Canada of win or tie at the half. How's the second a yellow? Don't watch the game if you don't know anything about it. Hey, if you don't think it's a yellow, I mean, he's almost the last man back, man. Richie Larea gets around him and he tackles him down. It's as simple as possible. Tim Weah suspended 2 games. Not sure it'll matter for Copa America. Tim Weah, I mean, the thing with Tim Weah, what he did for USA, it's a very, very, very tough road to go down because USA lost that game because they were down to 10 men because of Tim Weah. You know, whether you want to blame Tim Weah or not, at the end of the day, he took a foul and he was sent off, you know? Therefore, Panama was a man up the entire game, basically. What is it, the 17th minute that I think he took the red Tim Weah? And that was like a must win for USA. That was like this is our 3 points. You know what I mean? It was... And now they don't have that 3 points. And now what happens is they most likely have to beat Uruguay. Whether Uruguay plays the strongest lineup against USA, that, you know, we're going to have to wait and see. But beating Uruguay, even with their mixed lineup of 8, you know, starting 11 players and bench players, it's going to be tough for USA, man. They have to beat Uruguay. Otherwise, they're going to be going home. Well, they're already home, so they'll just be going to their house. I don't think Bombito was a red, but I would not have been surprised if it was. I mean, then that's how I feel. The same thing. If it was a red, then we talk about it, right? Then we talk about it. It's not a red. There's nothing to talk about. It wasn't reviewed. I don't know what happened. I mean, Apustaya, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know what I mean? Maybe you should watch a Chilean stream. I'm going to go and take a quick pee, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, humans, and I'll be back in 2 seconds as the second half begins. We are back. We are back. We're back. We're back. Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think we need to talk about it even more. I mean, especially here, there's really no point in talking about it because we're all just spectators. You know what I mean? Like, we're all just spectators. No need to take it any further. If one person in the chat feels that it should have been a red, then it is a red. If he can feel that way. We feel that some people think it wasn't a red, some people think it was a yellow, some people maybe it was accidental. We can discuss this all night long. We can discuss it all night long. It is what it is. So let's not insult each other. Let's just focus on the match at hand. It's about to start probably in the next 5 minutes or so. And we go from there. That's it. Where is Kone, by the way? So Kone, Jonathan Osorio started for instead of Kone. Jonathan Osorio started instead of Kone because Kone, although he performed well in the friendlies, he didn't perform well against Argentina, and he wasn't really that effective against Peru. So when Osorio came on, maybe he showed a little bit more life. There was a couple of giveaways that Kone did. By the way, congratulations to Ismael Kone for moving to Marseille officially, as per, here we go, Fabrizio Romano. So, greetings from Uruguay. Hey, Uruguay, what's going on? You guys got a match coming up against the US of A, our neighbors. How's that gonna go? USA gotta beat you guys to progress, basically. They gotta beat you guys. So yeah. Kone, I would probably assume that we're probably gonna see him sometime in the second half, though. We're probably gonna see him in the second half at some point. Whether it's later on in the second half, whether it's to maybe on 45 right now to replace Osorio. But I've been happy so far. The way Osorio and Eustáquio have been playing, I think they've been good. I think they've been okay. They've been kind of controlling that midfield pretty well, I would say. The one surprise for me that I'm actually super impressed with is I had high doubts that at first when the lineup came out, when I saw Larrea, I thought Larrea would be playing as a left back and Fonzie would be playing higher up. But no. And then I thought Schaffelberg would be playing on the right-hand side. I'm like, Schaffelberg playing on the right. Like, that's weird, But it's actually Larrea playing just above Alistair Johnston, which is quite strange. But you know what? Larrea's been actually pretty decent there. Like, he's been quite impressive there. I'm not gonna lie. He hasn't been out of place. Maybe he has a little bit of hard time with finishing, but he's caused some havoc. He's caused that second yellow card for Suazo. That was all Larrea because he got by him with speed, Stick with Laren. You missed the play that resulted in the goal last game. Experiment in September friendlies, not now. Yeah, I kind of agree. The goal it was all basically created, although Laren didn't get the assist. The goal was created by Kyle Laren. He was the one that made that huge pass to Schaffelberg on the left side against Peru, and then Schaffelberg crossed it into to Jonathan David, who eventually put it away. So Kyle Laren, and honestly, even in this match, I think Kyle Laren has been good. He's been good at moving around. He's been good at pressing the defenders. He's been good at moving kind of holding the ball, using his big body, turning defenders, finding the outlet passes to the left, to the right, to Schaffelberg, to Alfonso Davies, to Richie Larrea, and to Jonathan David on the right. Like, he's been effective, I would say. Schaff is linked to Sporting Gijón. I don't know if anyone knew that it's not Gijón, it's Gijón. That's how you say it. That Sporting Gijón, did they get promoted? Someone let me know. Let me check. Did Sporting Gijón get promoted? Sporting Gijón. Let me see. They did. No, they did not. No. They're in La Liga 2. They did not. No, they didn't. They're in La Liga 2. They're in La Liga 2. If Peru draws, does Canada need to win? No, Canada just can't lose. Imagine a team was called Sporting Cajones. That's funny. Yeah, so if Peru draws against Argentina and Canada just needs a draw. That's it. If Peru beats Argentina, then Canada needs to win. Yeah, Canada needs to win. So, and if Canada loses, that would just be a calamitous disaster for us because we're a man up. You know, so I don't like counting on draws, man. I really don't like counting on draws. I really don't like, you know, the draw thing. The draw thing really kind of just it turns me off a little bit. You know, I don't like being like, oh, we can just draw and then hope that Peru doesn't win. You know, like I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to win, especially with a man up. Like we need to win. Let's just win and that's it. Then we don't have to worry about Peru. You know, Peru can win 5-0 if they want to, as long as we win. If we win, Peru can go and score 100 points if they want. 100 goals. They can have a basketball score over there. It doesn't matter. Canada's offense is concerning to me this tournament. It has been a little bit just not there. You know what I mean? I completely agree. I completely agree. The players are just coming out now. So 1 goal in 2 games and now another 45 with no goals. I mean, I guess we could be like Chile. Chile and Peru haven't even scored a goal. You know, this is Chile's 3rd match and they haven't scored. Neither has Peru. Chile is making 2 changes and looks like it's Eric Pulgar that is coming on. 2 changes for Chile. It is Eric Pulgar, right? He's number 13. Yeah, it's Eric Pulgar. I knew it. We talked about Eric Pulgar in the beginning. Vargas is being replaced. So Chile's main man, Eduardo Vargas, is replaced. And Marcelinho Nunez is also replaced from Norwich City by Eric Pulgar. And Bolados comes in for Eduardo Vargas. I don't know much about Bolados. Let me see about Marcos Bolados. Who's Marcos Bolados? He plays for Colo Colo, 28 years old. He's a right winger. He can play left wing striker. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a capable goal scorer as well. It's no Jonathan David or Kyle Larin. I saw a guy with a Norway shirt. Hey, man, that's because he's a Marcelino Nunez fan. That's why, because Nunez plays for Norwich City. That's sick, though, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. I love seeing those little connections like that. It's cool. Much success, Canada. You are very good, but you will be even better when you call it football instead of soccer. Ha, just kidding. Thanks, Martin. Rah, what is a draw? I agree. Kickoff. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Schaff presses right away. Still 0-0. One player we have to watch out for is Eric Pulgar. I'm telling you. Eric Pulgar, he's a quality player. Even though he plays for Flamengo now, he's played for Fiorentina, he's played for Bologna, and I was genuinely surprised that he didn't start. But Marcelino Nunez was also a pretty decent player. But I don't like Eric Pulgar being on the field. He's a good player. He's a good midfielder. Dejan should be playing. He's one of our best players. He hasn't been good. He hasn't been good. Argentina goal? Please don't cap. Please. Please don't cap. Please don't do that. Don't cap. Is Argentina up 1-0? Please. Please. No jokers in the chat. Peru is struggling hard right now. Okay, I love to see that. Is it 1-0 for sure? I'm checking. I don't see it's 1-0. It is 1-0 Argentina. Argentina! We love Argentina! I'm no troll. Let's go, Gordo. Thank you, man. Fantastic. That doesn't mean, though, that still doesn't mean anything because we can't lose. Remember that. We can't lose. And Chile has some players in the box right now. Eric Pulgar is in the box, number 13. It's a corner kick. Chile's got a corner. 46 minutes in, early in the second half. Swings it in. It's just high and wide. Is it another corner? Echevarria had it. It's going to be another corner just on the other side now. It's Sanchez taking the corner. Sanchez will take the corner. It goes in the box. It was a header, but it was right at Crepeau. This is what we don't need to see this. This is what we don't want. Crepeau will go long, and he'll just give it away to Arias. Nerves, nerves, nerves. We don't need nerves. Remember that we're a man up. Peru is deflated, Sar. Max went long and tried to score himself. Max comes out and grabs that one. Well, kicks it. Johnston into the midfield. Huge ball by Chile to the right side. Anything there? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Someone took a... It's going to be a foul, apparently. I'm not sure who is it on. Peru is struggling. Davies tried to put his head on it, but he got a boot or a knee. Oh, he got a knee in the back of the head from Isla. Wheeler is going crazy right now. Dude, I'm Jordan, man. I'm sweating over here. Man, I'm sweating. Davies. It's a free kick. It's not a free kick. It's our ball. Why isn't Canada quality shining through, especially up a man? I think it's just nerves, honestly. I think it's just nerves. We haven't been in this situation. We have to remember that. We haven't been in this type of situation. So with Argentina winning, Canada just needs a draw. But we all know how nervy that can be. Yes, with Argentina winning, or with even Chile, or with even Peru drawing, Canada needs a draw. Peru needs 2 goals. Richie Larea, nice ball to Schaff. Can they keep it in? No call. Now they're bumping Jacob Schaffelberg. Eric Pulgar is bumping Schaffelberg. I have no idea why. Peru's getting worked hard, very hard. Good. That's great. That's fantastic. Goal Argentina. Is there a foul? Is that a little something there? A little soft? I don't. Probably not enough for a pen, to be honest with you. Not in a game of this magnitude. Probably not enough. Our Nova Scotian Messi. Maritime Messi. Just joining, which position got the red card? It was Suazo, the left back. He wasn't even a red. It wasn't a direct red. It was 2 yellows. He took 2 yellows. Header. Laren holds on to the ball. Laren tries to cut inside a little bit. Maybe finds Schaffelberg, but it's taken away. Not enough. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, probably not enough for a pen there for sure. Chile will go long again. Nicely done by Johnston. Go back to Crepeau. 50, almost 51 minutes here. Cornelius. Back to Crepeau. Now it's Bombito. Johnston on the right. Johnston will cut in. Eustachio. Out wide to Osorio now, just in the midfield. Osorio. Johnson has continued that run. A brilliant pass to Larea. Anything there. Handball. They're calling for a handball. We can't see. Is that another foul there? Probably not. No foul, no handball, nothing. A throw-in. Wait, they might check. Hold on. They're going to check. Nova Scotian bail. I love that. Wait, I can't see the angle from that side. No, it's not. No. I don't think so. Yeah, that's not. I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but probably not. That'll be a little soft, probably. Johnston made a beautiful pass to Larea. This is getting nervy, man. It's getting super, super nervy. Not a handball. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Was Schaff hit? No, I don't think so. It was just a little bit of tussle in the box. I don't think so. Even if he was during the little break, I don't think it warranted a penalty. Canada with all the possession right now. Back to Crepeau. Maxime Crepeau will go to Cornelius on the left. He'll make a pass into the midfield for Jonathan David. He'll find Fonzie. Fonzie making the run on the left side. Laren. Larea, shot, blocked. It's going to be another throw-in on the right side. We're taking too many touches. It's too slow. It's too slow. The transition is too slow. Great stadium in Orlando. Lots of Caribbean women in attendance. Man, I was going to go. I was this close to going to this game. Very, very close, guys. I was this close to going. But it didn't happen. I would rather see a clean goal. I just want to see a goal. I just want to see a goal from Canada. Bombito. We start again. It's a very, very heavy Chilean crowd, by the way. It's very heavy. Schaff, can he get there? It's going to be a foul on Schaffelberg. Free kick. Free kick goes Chile's way. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Schaff the bulldozer. I understand what he's trying to do, but he went in a little hard there. I mean, you can't argue that one. You can't argue that one. Arias will go long, like super long, like extremely long, like to the edge of our box long. Larea, back to Johnston. Johnston is covered. He'll give it away. He'll get it back and get fouled. Is there a foul? No, play on. Bombito is covering. What's his name there that just came on? Bolados. It's such a melee on that left side. It's a goal kick. Is it a goal kick? Is it a corner or a goal kick? This is crazy, man. Like, is this even football anymore? It's a corner. It's a corner right in front of the Chilean crowd. Swinging ball in, dangerous ball. It's a volley on the edge of the box. He kind of misses it. It goes back to Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez will put it again into the box. Header! Right at Max Kripo once again. Corner for Argentina. Goal called for offside for obstruction. Okay, so it's still 1-0 then. Bring on Tejan. Maybe at some point we need to. Maybe we need to make some changes at some point. Do we not? Another corner for Chile. Yeah, like this is not how we should be playing with a man up. You can see that there's nerves, man. It's nerves. We've never been in this situation. Like, we have a real chance of progressing into the quarterfinals of the Copa America here. And I think just the outcome of that is maybe affecting us a little bit. Bombito, Schaffelberg, Alphonso Davies throwing for Canada on the left side, right in front of Jesse Marsh. Why are other South Americans so hostile towards Chileans? I'm not sure. I don't know the exact history behind that. Johnston, Eustaquio comes deep to get it. Eustaquio works that midfield, finds Larea on the right side. Larea uses the space. Jonathan David, offside. He's offside. It's just so silly. It's so silly. It's silly. Who's in the cards for subs, guys? Who do you want to see on the field? Who do you want to see on the field? Wild game. Yeah, so this is a wild game. Remember, Chile needs to win. And they know, just like us, that Peru is losing. They know. They know that if they can squeeze a goal out here, they're going to qualify, and Peru is not. You know? Throw in for Chile. Alistair Johnston is taking a yellow. He's pushing people over. Emotions are getting here. Emotions are getting high. Emotions are getting high. Emotions are getting high. We need to calm down here. We need to calm down. There's still so much time left. And Chile has had the better opportunities in the second half, and we're a man up. Now Alistair Johnston is on a yellow as well. It's going to be a throw-in into the box. Yep, long ball. Bombito out. Back into the box. Bombito just clears it completely. All the way to Arias. Fresh attitude from Tejan and fresh legs. Who do you take off? Do you take off Larea, I guess? Larea gives it away. It's again just a frenzy here, and it's Chile once again going forward. Larea. David, back to Larea. Larea. Nice pass to Laren. It goes out of bounds. But it's a Canada throw-in. Is there changes? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Buchanan, Kone, and Tani. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, settle down and go score already. We just need to settle down. Just need to settle down. We just need to settle down here. Buchanan, Kone, and Tani. I like Tani. I was impressed with Tani when he came on, man. I liked him. He had a really good opportunity as well. Osorio. Eustachio. Tejan for Johnston? No, not for Johnston. I think it would be for Larea. I think Johnston's had a pretty decent game, actually. Cornelius. Eustachio. They're playing back and forth together. Back to Eustachio. Back to Cornelius. Cornelius. We're so passive. It goes back to our keeper. Back to Cornelius. Cornelius. There's Alphonso Davies with the ball. Schaffer's making that run. Davies in the midfield. Now Davies takes the left-hand side. Fonzie. Fonzie down the left. He's taking on 4 defenders here. It's by him. He's all by himself. And of course, they strip him, and it's going to be a goal kick. I feel like we're not even. I don't even feel like we're sitting back. I feel like we're nervous. We just can't find the nice passes. You know, people aren't getting open. The players aren't getting open. We're playing Chile's game right now. We're playing exactly into Chile right now. Like we're sending these long balls up for some reason. Bombito out of our box. Chile collect. Schaffelberg. Like, Canada has 70%. Oh, Laren does brilliantly. Oh, it goes back to the goalkeeper from Polgar. Like, they just said that Canada has 70% of the possession in the second half. But that 70% possession has been absolutely useless. It's been useless. Like, literally. Chile has had the better chances. They've had the more dangerous opportunities going forward in the second half here. 60 minutes in. Arias sends it long. It's going to be a throw-in for Canada on the right-hand side. It's very frustrating. Canada's trying to get the pretty goal. Well, Chile is trying to get any kind of goal. They haven't scored at all in Copa America here. And look, even the throw-in, like, we give it away. We give the throw-in away. It's a terrible throw-in, and it's a foul. Like, Eustachio has to foul Sanchez, and now Chile has a free kick on the left side. This is... Who would I give man of the match so far right now? I can't even... Like, for Canada... Man, that's tough. That's tough. Right now, I can't even make that decision. Davila is going to be... It's an in-swinger inside. He's a left-footed. Left-footed free kick into the box. It's a good one. It's out. Alphonso Davies. It's going to be a throw-in on the right side now. There's several players warming up. Buchanan is warming up. Miller is warming up. You can see Ali Ahmed. You can see Ismail Kone is there as well. You can see Matthew Chouanier there as well. Chile again. Sanchez, edge of the box. Still possessing from Chile here. Marapan out wide to Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez cuts in. Crosses in on his left foot. It's out. It's going to be another throw in for Chile on the right side. This is, man. We need some fresh legs here, I think. Bring on Miller and Tejan. Is it out? It's out. It's a goal kick. Some pressure relief. Relief the pressure. Relieve the pressure. Slow the game down. No changes. I don't see any changes yet. There's a couple of players, like I said, warming up, but not much doing there. How are we on the back foot here? I have no idea, Kelly. Seriously. Arias is sitting down. The goalkeeper for Chile is sitting down on the ground. He's stretching his I guess his thigh. He's a little bit... Guess he's a little bit sore. Hamstring, thigh. Sanchez so dangerous. Sanchez has always been dangerous, Samuel. He's a... In his prime, he was a world-class player. World-class player in his prime. We need to find that extra open man. I completely agree, and we just can't find it, man. Chile, we're playing into Chile's system right now. We're completely playing into Chile. We're playing how Chile wants us to play. We're playing these long balls, like these hopeful prayer balls to, I don't, you know? Nervous, that's what it is, Akam. It's nervous. We're very, very nervous in this game because there's a lot on the line in this match. There's everything on the line in this match for us, so... Oh. Also, the crowd, of course, doesn't help because the crowd is very Chile heavy. You know, there's some Canadians, but the crowd is heavily in favor of Chile. Heavily. Remind me who's a man down. Yeah, I know, right? Peru's still getting work. Good. Is it still only 1-0? Or is it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Any of those? Okay, I see Liam Miller on the sidelines. Liam Miller will be coming on. For who? I don't know. Is it for Schaffelberg? Might be for Schaffelberg. It is for Schaffelberg. Schaffelberg is off. Liam Miller is on, guys. First change for Canada. Schaff off. Miller on. Still 1-0 Argentina. Great. They're playing not to lose right now. Yeah, we need to find the open spaces. We need to find the good balls upfield. And we need to have some actual shots on net. That's what we need. It's going to be a drop ball. And it's play on. Moise Bombito. Cornelius. Very pro-Chilean crowd. Yeah, for sure, like a home game. Absolutely. Every game that Canada's played has been an away match. We haven't played a home match at all. Netherlands was away. Alphonso Davies in the box. Come on. Anybody on the edge of the box? Nobody is there. It was a great ball by Miller. But now Chile's going to go on the counter. Oh, get up. Is that a yellow? It's a yellow for Liam Miller. Yellow by Liam Miller. Probably a good challenge. A good challenge. A great ball into the box for Davies. Yeah, he got him. He got him right. That was a yellow. That's an easy yellow. Easy yellow. Yeah, yellow. Yellow for Liam Miller. Yeah. Absolutely. Chile will go long. Osorio out. David. Laren tried to chip it to him. Arias will go all the way long once again. We get up tall, but Chile still retain possession here. Eustachio gets the ball. Is it clean? It's not clean. Wow. Correct call though? Yeah, correct call. Absolutely. It was a yellow. Absolutely. For sure. The longer the stay tied, the more confidence Chile builds. I completely agree. And like I said before, Chile also knows that Peru is losing. Chile knows all they need is one. That's it. Right? And again, it goes into the box. And this time they find Balados. Liam Miller, though, recovers. He's going to carry forward. And he's gonna lose it. Like he's running into two Chileans. We should be winning. Yeah, we should be. Well, I mean, 67 minutes. Arias with the ball. He'll probably go long, and he does once again. Bombito times it perfectly. We will recover. Osorio. Larea fouled. It's going to be a free kick for Canada. Free kick for Canada. Johnston goes back to Bombito. 67 minutes. Cornelius. Liam Miller. Alphonso Davies. Miller is making the overlapping run. There's the pass by Alphonso Davies. Can Miller get there? It's good. It's out, I think. I think it's out. Yeah, it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Arias will probably go long again. They're going to keep on going long. They're going to just keep on throwing balls into the box. They're going to keep on going, like, they're going to keep on throwing balls into the box. Osorio. Chile, keep it in play. It's going to be a throw-in for Canada. Canada throw-in. The more chances we miss, the more confidence Chile get. Well, we haven't even really missed any chances. I mean, we haven't really tested the keeper that much in this game, even with 10 men. Cornelius. Roughly about 20 minutes to go. Bombito. Out wide to Alistair Johnston. Into the midfield. Osorio. Back to Bombito. I mean, you got Alexis Sanchez, still 35 years old, chasing everybody. But Cornelius has some space. He'll find Alphonso Davies. Davies is covered. Eustachio. Osorio. Back to Cornelius. And we have possession, and we're taking it super slow here. This is exactly what we need here. We need to just keep possession, keep the ball. Keep possession, keep the ball. It's a terrible ball by Cornelius, and we give the ball away, and now we give the throw away. Romu, please don't spam. Please don't spam. If you spam, you'll get banned probably. We'll ban you, man. And if there's no goal, please don't give it away. You know what I mean? Like, if you're spoiling something, don't spoil things. Handball? No handball. Sanchez, spin. Johnston carrying forward. Is there a ball forward? Yes, there is, to Richie Larea. Larea in the box. Corner. Corner. Corner kick. Corner kick. This game is so frustrating. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Oh, corner for Canada. Very frustrating, Spearmint. This is like... It's extremely frustrating to watch. 71 minutes. Come on, boys. We just need one. Just one. The chance creation and the goal scoring is very, very concerning for me. Very concerning. Because we've been a man up since the 27th minute. Ball into the box it goes. Anyone there? Arias punches it out. Liam Miller gets onto it on the left side. Miller, is he putting it into the box? He shot. It's a shot by Miller. It's wide. It's wide. It's wide. Argentina pen off the post. Still 1-0. I'm not happy with the way this half has gone so far. Canada is super messy. Yeah, man, Matt, it's been... Like, as soon as that red card happened, or the second yellow, right? As soon as that second yellow happened, we thought, okay. You know, like, we were playing okay in the first 20 minutes. But since that red card, like, it almost feels like Chile has been, like, the better team. I don't know why it just feels that way. It feels like every single time Chile is going forward, there's just some worry and some frustration there for me. You know what I mean? But every time we're going forward, is just nonsensical passes. We're not really testing the keeper. We're not making good crosses. There's just not much there. Apparently the ball stayed in. They're going to go long once again. Sanchez will get on the ball. Sanchez makes a nice turn. It's this classic turn, and he finds the white pass. They're going to switch it to the other side. Balados. Foul. Eustachio gives away a free kick. Probably going to be a shot on target here. or an attempt on target from Chile. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, this is terrible. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. Like, where do we need to make changes? Do we need Buchanan? Do we need to take off Laren? Laren has not been very effective in this half for me. Do we need a Kone to get on maybe for Osorio? Like, we're not really creating much. Sanchez is over the ball here. It's Davila and Sanchez. Sanchez is capable. Remember that. He's going to dink it into the box. It's out. It's out once more. It's like we're just holding on here. Like, what are we holding on? We are a man up. We're a man up. Going back into the box once again. Sanchez on the ball. Back heel. He gets by everybody. Sanchez. He's going to shoot. Oh my gosh, that almost went in. Crapeau had to go back, and just almost went in. Yeah, we're definitely unfamiliar with this scenario, Jim. Like, for sure. We've never played in this type of game where there's so much on the line, and it's showing. Like, we're a man up, and we're playing like we're a man down. I think we need to get Kone on the field. We need to get Osorio off. You can see he's struggling for stamina. I think he's been slow in this game. The score, 0-0. It's 0-0. We have a double change coming up. It's like they hear us. And Tanny is going to be coming on. Tanny and Tejan. Those are the two that will be coming on, guys. Osorio will be staying on. It's not going to be Kone. Davies on the left side. Davies. Into the midfield. Jonathan Osorio. Johnston goes forward down the right. Holds on, slows it down. Plays back to Jonathan Osorio. Osorio. All the way back to Bombito now. Bombito. Back to Osorio. Back to Bombito. They're listening. It's like they're listening to us, guys. They're listening. The cross from Bombito. A nice header down by Miller. Is there a foul? It's a foul on Liam Miller. Free kick for Chile, and I think we're going to be making the changes here. And now you can see that Chile is talking about Liam Miller being sent off here now, because that's a second foul on him, and he's already on a yellow. So we have to be careful. Tejan Buchanan and Tanny. Kyle Laren off, Richie Larea off. The two expected changes. Here we go, difference makers. Let's go, Tanny. I want to see Tanny, man. He was good when he came on before. He gets a little bit more time now. Tanny, and especially Tejan. Tejan, this is your time to shine, man. You play for Real Madrid. Show us what you got, bro. Like, you play for a top club in Italy. We're a man up. We need to see you work these guys. Goal kick. How's Mark's reactions on the touchline? I think he's been vocal. He's been vocal. So now here comes Chile bringing on a sub. And I know this guy very, very well, okay? Ben Berretten Diaz is coming on. He plays for Sheffield United. He's coming on for Victor Davila, who had a very, very good game. Ben Berretten Diaz, he can play on the left side. He can also play as a striker. He played in the Premier League last year with Sheffield. He had a stint in Valencia or Villarreal. I think it was Villarreal. He's a Blackburn player. He played a lot for Blackburn, and he's a quality player. He's a very good player. Very, very good player. The Englishman, yes, the Englishman that's I think his grandma is Chilean. But you know that he actually is funny about Ben Berretten Diaz. He doesn't speak a word of Spanish. Not a word. Tanny does well. Tanny. Davies. Tanny now in the box. Drops it off to Liam Miller. Liam Miller. Miller is covered by three players from Chile. Davies in the box. Davies taking on It's goal kick. It's going to be a goal kick. Did I say Real Madrid for Tejan? There's no way I said Real Madrid. I know he plays for Inter Milan. Did I actually say Real Madrid? I don't think I did I? If I did, my bad. Who has the momentum in the game now? I mean, it's kind of just up and down, to be honest with you. Canada has the possession, but we're not really creating a lot. Hopefully these two changes will make a little bit of a difference. But Chile did bring on a striker as well, and Osorio kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for Chile. I said Real Madrid. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. How did I say Real Madrid? I know he plays for Inter. That was terrible. I don't know why I said Real Madrid. Maybe, I'm going to show you something. Maybe it's because I just got the 24-25 Real Madrid third kit today. I was thinking of Real Madrid. It's probably that why. That's probably why. Can we clear the ball now? Eustachio. Nice ball to Tanny. This might be it. This might be it. Tanny is in the box. Liam Miller. It's a terrible ball, man. And Tanny collides with Arias. Yeah. It's a big collision. Tanny ran right into the goalkeeper, Arias. And he's going to be on a yellow card as well now. The goalkeeper went into him by himself. No? You could see Arias when he catches the ball, he leans in. He leans in on purpose. Davies to Real on the mind. That would just make an incredible, like a super team. If Real Madrid is not a super team already. Holy Osorio needs to come off. Osorio was tired, man. I said that 10 minutes ago. We need Kone. They're showing Jesse Marsh. He's being vocal on the bench. He's telling people, he's like, use your brain. Use your brain. I'm sweating here. Is it still 1-0 over there? Argentina? Guys. Still 1-0? Miller hasn't made the dumbest decision yet with the ball. It wasn't a great pass. Maybe he should have put it on the ground, or maybe bait the defender and take it in himself. Could have done that. Still 1-0. Okay, so Peru needs 2 goals. Peru needs 2 goals. I don't know if we should be playing for this draw here now. Like, what do we do? Like, because Chile is going to push. Chile will be pushing now. If we can just get just the one, man. Like, it's just... Not gonna lie to you guys, it's been sloppy. Yeah, this is as stressful as it gets, Matt. It's as stressful as it gets, man. It's as stressful as it gets. And they're saying a considerable amount of stoppage time as well because of the several injuries, the several yellow cards. So it's not going to be 9 more minutes. It's going to be 90 probably plus 9. I'm going to say 9. 55% possession for us. Arias will go long. Davies will hold possession. Davies will kick it out. It'll go off a Chilean player out of bounds. A throw in for Canada on the left side. Who is coming on for Chile here? Is Alexis Sanchez coming off? No. Alexis Sanchez will not come off. Perez is coming on. Cesar Perez. Echeverria. So a center back is, or a midfielder is coming off. And Echeverria. And Cesar Perez is coming on. Just more of another central midfielder. Maybe he can play in an attacking midfielder position as well. Just fresh legs. We're just kind of playing... The ball is in the air a lot here. The ball is in the air quite a lot. It's going to be a throw-in for Canada on the left side once again, near the halfway line. If you play for the tie, you might as well lose now. We're up one player and we're going to get smoked in the knockout if we can't beat 10. We need to play better, man. This is just... Chile definitely will push and leave themselves exposed. That is 100%. Yes, but... do we really want to risk that? You know what I mean? Tajon Buchanan hasn't seen the ball whatsoever. He'll chase that ball and he'll get around the defender. This is the Buchanan that we need to see. It's right to Jonathan David and he misses it. A Chilean just puts a leg out. It was almost there. It was almost there. Buchanan almost made it happen. That was his first time on the ball. It's Jonathan David now. Davies. David. Tanny. Buchanan shot saved by Arias. Shot on goal. There we go. Let's go, boys. Come on. David. Eustachio. We're pressing. Tanny holds it up. Shot. No. Pass out wide to Liam Miller. Miller carrying forward. Alphonso Davies tries to put it in the box. This is what we needed right here. This is the pressure that we needed. Where has this been all game? Davies. Eustachio. Cornelius. All the way back to the keeper, Crepeau. Crepeau will go long. Tajon Buchanan. David makes the run in front of him. Buchanan taking on defender one-on-one. Buchanan will lay it off. Osorio. Eustachio. They switch it to Alphonso Davies. Davies now. At the edge of the box. Eustachio. Davies. They interchange. They go back to Cornelius. Jonathan Osorio. He'll go back to again to Cornelius. This is nerve-wracking. Yes. Eustachio. 85 minutes. We just need a goal. We just need one. We just need one here. Liam Miller. Davies. They're chasing us. They give the ball away. It's a Canada. It's a Chile throw-in. Who's the better team? I mean, right now it's Canada. Right now in the past 4 minutes. Isla will take the throw-in. He'll probably have a nice run-up. No, he won't. And he'll just boot it upfield. Ben Barrett and Diaz will chase Johnston back out. And it's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Arias, who will pick it up. And he will kick it long. He launches it. Cornelius does well. Miller out as well. But Chile retain the ball. Lichnowsky, he'll switch it to the other side. Left side now. The ball is in the box. And it's out for a goal kick. Time, 85 minutes, 30 seconds. Argentina goal, says Fernando. Someone fact check it. Buchanan was onside, by the way. He was onside. If Buchanan scored, it would have been a goal. He had it for Alphonso Davies as well, but he shot it right at the goalkeeper. Santiago Arias. Not Santiago Arias, but what's his first name? Gabriel Arias. Eustachio does well. Eustachio. Throwing for Canada. Throwing for Canada. I'm surprised we have not seen Kone. I'm really surprised, honestly. Lautaro Martinez, second goal. 2-0. Okay, Peru is out. Peru is out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. They go back to Arias. We just have to worry about here now. That's it. Nice jump. Bombito. Oh, and there goes Ben Barrett and Diaz, but Crepeau gets to it. My gosh. Just fantastic by Crepeau. Tajon Buchanan on the ball now. He'll lay it off to Osorio. Osorio. 75th cap, by the way, Osorio. I heard that earlier. Confirmed 2-0. Thank you, operation. Goal being checked. Okay. Bombito. Cornelius. Cornelius. What am I even saying? Cornelius taking on everybody. He's going forward for some reason. I don't know why he's doing that. Davies will cover for him. Bombito. Chile is trying to recover the ball as much as possible here. They're pressing. They're pressing. Eustachio. Davies. Goal stands 2-0 Argentina. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tanny. Jonathan David out wide. Tejan into the box. My friend is texting me. He's like, Canada is through because Peru is losing. No, bro, we're not yet. We're not through yet. If Chile scores, we're doomed. The ball has been in our box more this half. Yeah, I agree, Atal. But now we have a corner here. Hanging in for a draw now. Whereas, approaching the 89th minute. We're in the 88th minute now. Canada with the corner. Can we get something just to seal it? Can we seal it? Please. Please. They're going to go short to Osorio. What's Osorio going to do with it? Buchanan now. Buchanan. He's just going to go to the corner. He's going to the corner. It's a throw-in for Chile. It's a throw-in for Chile. Why are we doing this? Peru off the post and ball rolls across the goal line. Peru just can't buy a goal, can they? They just can't buy. Please, please, I'm getting old. Still love the Whitecaps circa 1979. Canada's killing time. Yeah, I know we're killing time, but how much at a time do you guys expect? I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8. Yeah, one mistake and we're out. Absolutely. At least 5 minutes. Gonna be more than 5. I think it's gonna be 8. I think it's gonna be a lot. Bombito, he'll just clear it. Now they're gonna pile up. They're gonna pile up the penalty box. They're gonna pile up the box and they're gonna toss the ball in. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. All the Chileans are standing right in. It's so loud here. The ball will go into the box. In the box it goes. Get it out! My gosh, man. Chested down to Crepeau. Bro, like, why you gotta play like this, man? Why we have to play like this? We're playing with fire. Oh, this is like killing me, man. This game is gonna age me 10 years. I might not ever do watch-alongs, Team Canada watch-alongs anymore. Maybe I'll just stick to like CPL or something. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. I said 8. You guys said 5. Meet in the middle, 6. Kelly said 7. This is just madness, man. Absolute madness. Just hold it. Hold 6. The biggest 6 minutes of Canada's life here. Oh, there's got to be a foul, ref. It's a foul on Tani somehow. Tell us how you really feel, man. We sucked this match. That's how I feel. We absolutely sucked. We weren't good this match at all. That's how I feel. They're just tossing the ball forward now. Eustachio. Nice. Liam Miller. Miller does well. Can he get there? No, he can't. Get the ball. Get the ball, Miller. Yeah, play it to an open man. There you go. There you go. Jonathan David going forward. Buchanan. It's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal, baby! It's Tanny! It's Tanny! It's Tanny, baby! The flag went up. Just wait. Just wait. Tanny says no. Just wait. Come on, baby. Wait. They're going to go to VAR here. The assistant says no. Or Tanny says no. He's offside. He's going to be offside. It's not a goal. It's not a goal. 0-0. Stays 0-0. He's offside. He's offside. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. He was half a yard off. This Gotta go back to the penalty box, man. They're still checking offside. Offside, no goal, confirmed. Goalkeeper goes long. I might have to stand here, but then you guys wouldn't be able to see me if I stand. Davies. He'll just go down the line. It's going to go a throw in for Canada. Or for Chile. Yeah, it's going to be... Oh, Goro, yeah, for sure. That's probably going to be another minute of stoppage time because of the check, for sure. So we're going to play 97, probably 98. Cornelius gets up nice. Diaz gets up. Bolados into the box it goes. It's going to be a corner. It's a corner for Chile. So it will be 7 plus 8. Probably plus 7, like Gordo said. It's a corner for Chile, guys. Cesar Perez puts the ball in the box. It's out. It's back in. Osorio will let it go. It's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick. Just heard that Argentina-Peru is full time. It's 2-0. Peru is eliminated. You got Kamal Miller coming on right now for Jonathan David. Jonathan David is coming off. Extra defender is coming on. We're going with 1,000 in the back. That's what we're doing. We're putting everyone in the back. We're going 5 in the back. Most likely. Obviously, third center back coming on. Osorio should have been subbed. Osorio have been good, but I feel like he's just tired. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if he should have gone 95 plus minutes. I'm surprised that Kone wasn't on. I like the move though, bringing on Kamal Miller right now. I really like this move. I do. Of course, that's a given. You need that extra center back. You need the tall, the strength. Someone to head the ball out, someone to just kick it out. Chile going forward. Shot blocked. Oh my gosh. Bombito did well. Bombito out all the way. Oh, it's only to a Chilean here. No foul there. To Ben Barrett and Diaz it goes. Nice. Keep it in. Tejan Buchanan. Buchanan does well. Yes, Buchanan, man. Buchanan has been great since he came on. He just played it off Tejan Buchanan for a goal. Tejan Buchanan just played it off Ben Barrett and Diaz for a goal kick. Yeah, Tanny was offside. They're showing the offside again, but the finish was brilliant by Tanny, man. He had to clear that. Yeah, he absolutely. Crepeau is taking his time. Approaching 96 minutes. We probably have another minute or minute and a half to play. No, this has not been inspiring. We've been terrible. We've been absolutely terrible. Not gonna lie to you guys. It's a Chile throw here. Everyone's dropping back. Miller is they're launching it again to the left-hand side. It's a launch to Ben Barrett and Diaz. Tanny will kick it out. It's a throw, and it's going to be a throw into the box, guys. It's in Orlando, but I think it's like plus 30. It's not as hot as it was in, what is it, Kansas City or whatever it was. A throw into the box. This has to be the last play here. Apparently Johnston is down in the box. They're not showing it. Johnston is smiling now. Come on, guys. Just keep... Keeper is not forward. No keeper yet. No. In the box it goes. The throw in. Get it out. Out again. Come on. Don't let him shoot. Don't let Sanchez shoot. Crepeau. Oh my gosh. It was on his fingertips. It was on his fingertips. It was Crepeau's fingertips, man. I have no idea how he held onto that ball. It's so dangerous. These dinky doodle lobs, man, into the box, man. I hate them so much. Oh, Crepeau does well. That's it. That's it. We're going to the quarterfinals, guys. We're going to the quarterfinals. Vamos. Friggin' vamos. It's over. Listen, defensively, I'll give the performance a 9 out of 10. Offensively, I'll give the performance a 3 out of 10. I can see, like, I'm sweating. Can you guys can see this, right? Yeah, you can see it. I'm sweating like I was on the pitch for 97 minutes. I feel like I just played that entire game. From USA, congrats, buddy. Thank you, soccer boy. Let's go. Listen, one game at a time. We somehow progressed. We got out of a group of Chile, Peru, and Argentina. Let's be proud of that for the night, and we'll talk about what needs to be worked on tomorrow. Because that was, I mean, that was something, wasn't it? That was something. That was something. Chile is gone. Canada continues to play on Friday. And who will we play? Well, it looks like we'll either play Venezuela or Ecuador. One of the two. Either Venezuela or Ecuador. Need to fix that before Venezuela? Absolutely. From pot number 4 into the quarterfinals, Canada might be the only survivor out of CONCACAF. I agree. And happy Canada Day. Yes. Yes. Happy Canada Day. What? How ironic is that, eh? The biggest Canadian football achievement happens on the weekend of Canada Day. And Tejan made a huge difference, Jordan. I just talked about it like 3 minutes ago. How since Tejan came on, he was friggin' good, man. He was amazing. He was so good since he came on. Same with Tanny, man. I liked what Tanny brought. We're done. We're done. We're done. If I do get cut off, by the way, guys, suddenly, it's because we will go to the post-game Q&A with all of you, of course. That won't be hosted by me. That will be, of course, Jordan, Andy, and Gareth and the gang. I was doing the stream. The rest of the team will take care of the rest. How do you guys feel about it? Let me know how you guys feel about it. Celebrate here. Cheers. Cheers to all of you. Cheers. Cheers. Defensively, fantastic, I think. I think defensively, we were great. We really need to score on creating more chances. Creating more chances. Doing something more offensively. Doing something more offensively. Yes. Some Caribbean, yes. Jordan. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. They're tuning in with Alphonso Davies right now. We move into second spot. 4 points. We did very, very well. You know what's actually very, very disappointing from Chile and Peru? They didn't manage to score a goal in 3 games. How did that happen? Chile and Peru. Like, I understand not scoring against Argentina. Then they didn't score against each other. And they didn't score a goal in their second or their third games either. It's like Chile scored 0 goals. And so did Peru. 0 goals for either country. Eustachio, man of the match performance. I liked Eustachio's game today. It was calm in that midfield, man. He was very, very good. I think he was good. I think he was quality. He was definitely quality. I also thought Alphonso Davies was pretty good. I thought Davies was good. He needed some help. It felt like Alphonso Davies was taking on way too many defenders all at once by himself. And then also at the same time, when Schaff was there, I thought Schaff was good. But then you can see that he got kind of tired at the end. You know, when he was subbed off for Liam Miller, he was tired. He was tired. Viva Canada! Well done, Canada from England. Let's go, Max Crepeau, team MVP. Oh, Max Crepeau was fantastic once again, man. Once again, Max Crepeau, Carlos. his positioning was great. His ball control was good. His distribution was on point, man. He was good at everything today, man. Max Crepeau was that guy. Max Crepeau is our starter. Probably come 2026 as well. Max Crepeau is for sure our starter. Come 2026. That is not even a question for me. Not even a question. Crepeau keeper of the tournament so far. I made on my Twitter. I made the comparison of Max Crepeau to Georgi Mamardashvili. If you have been watching the Euros, the goalkeeper so far of the Euros, and that's the Georgian goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili. Not many people know about him. He plays for Valencia, and he's just like he's made in the 3 matches for Georgia. He's made 20 saves. And he was a huge part of Georgia beating Portugal and a huge part of Georgia moving into the round of 16 at the Euros. And I made the comparison of Georgi Mamardashvili to Maxime Crepeau. Like no one, like in the general football spectrum there, not many people knew of Max Crepeau and Georgi Mamardashvili, but now they know. We're switching over to the post-game show, guys. So thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys on another live stream if I don't have a heart attack until then. So, because this was fun, but it was stressful. I'll see you guys soon, all right? They're going to switch over right now.
They did it, ladies and gentlemen. Canada, they did it. The men's national team is off to the knockout stages of the Copa America after an incredibly stressful and highly dramatic, occasionally entertaining match against Chile that saw Canada play up a man once again for quite some time. This is the post-match Q&A presented by Degree. The red leather jacket only comes out for special occasions.
Yes.
Today absolutely qualifies as a special occasion. Christian Jack is not wearing a red leather jacket famously because I'd be worried about dehydration or heat stroke if he was, because it looks atrociously humid in Orlando, KJ, but I have a feeling that no Canadian will mind. Walk us through your experience, the occasion at Inter and Co Stadium.
Yeah, it's pretty chaotic here as we speak. We've had about at least 30 Chilean fans running on the field, getting tackled by security, and it's still trying to get on the pitch at the moment. The Chilean media was surrounding me. I was literally the only Canadian here. They were ready to explode. At one point, I wondered whether they were fans or media. I'll just say that. And then they all packed up in a huff about 1 minute before the full-time whistle to head down to the press conference to just grill Gareca and co in the mix zone. They're not happy at all, the Chileans. I think I start by saying that because this is a team I don't think have not qualified out of a group stage of a Copa America for 20 years. Canada just did that to them. So, first of all, let's put that in perspective right away. Peru made the last 4 and the last 4 of the last 5. Canada did that to them as well. So, there's going to be a lot of discussions over the next 72 to 96 hours about how Canada played, how they did it, can they score enough goals, can the conversion. But right now, the feeling for me is that they got it done. They got it done in a pivotal knockout match when they haven't got it done in the Nations League in Vegas, and they didn't get it done in the World Cup, and they didn't get it done in the Gold Cup in 21. They got it done. And ultimately that's all that counts. And there's a lot of praise that we can splash around the team tonight. I thought they were very, very good in key areas of the match.
We will try to get to some questions in the chat if you have them, whether you are a Chilean supporter that just needs to vent. This is a safe space. You're welcome to do so. Or if you have questions for the panel, please drop them in. We'll get to them as much as we can. Oliver Platt, let's go to you for the next word. KJ sums it up quite well and paints the picture of the story in Orlando. No one's pretending that this was a dominant performance or that these have been dominant performances from Canada, but they got what they needed to get through. They did their job, and it is Chile, it is Peru that get grouped in Group A. Your thoughts on the match and the magnitude of this game for Canada?
It's massive. They're through to the Copa America knockout stage. They will have a chance of winning that quarterfinal. It's probably going to be Venezuela. It's not going to be one of the real giants of this region. So that's huge. I will say I thought they were pretty good tonight, to be honest with you. They beat Peru, and I think they were a lot worse in that game than they were in this one. And I didn't really feel particularly nervous until right at the end there. You know, I wish they got themselves a goal to make it more comfortable, obviously. And you put yourself in a situation late where you know a set piece or a mistake or something can knock you out of the tournament. So it does become, nerve-wracking at that moment. But for the most part, I thought Canada was in control of this game. I just thought they looked like the better side even before the red cards. They did get the advantage of playing a long time against 10 men. But there was clearly, like, athletically, a massive difference between these two teams. And there were moments where Chile just could not deal with the pace and directness of Canada. So I thought it was a big step forwards, obviously not just in terms of the result and the outcome and progressing to the knockout stage, but I thought they played a lot better than they did against Peru and will feel a lot more confident and comfortable in that performance going into the knockout stage than if they turned in a repeat of Peru where you're saying, that could have been a lot different if not for the red card.
Alex, I know you generally like to watch these matches once, twice, or thrice to get a full picture of what you just saw, and I'm sure it'll be a much more enjoyable watch the second time around knowing the results. Over to you for your thoughts. Same question, the draw, the qualification, and what this means for this group that's continuing to establish themselves on the world stage.
Yeah, I think there are overall a lot of good things, I think, in terms of just the management of the game, right? The key moments, kind of like KJ and Ollie mentioned. In these sorts of games, you have to be super, in your own box. You have to be very careful. And I thought Canada, they really didn't let Chile get much in their own box. And I think overall what's really stood out is just the mentality of this team, right? Like you can go back to say Qatar and how they fared there. They played well and they were well by a lot of key metrics, but ultimately you don't end up getting a win, you go home. I think we've seen a more graduated, like if that version of Canada was maybe the high school or, this was the university version where they've graduated, earned their stripes. They've shown a different mentality in just terms of how they handled the game. So I think what's really important to remember is they could have very well been drawn into the extras, the fouls, the chippiness. And for them, it was just like, all right, like go through it, head up onto the next moment. And I think in between those stoppages, they were showing some good things on the ball, getting into more dangerous areas. I think really if you're Jesse Marsh heading into the next round, all you're looking at is, okay, that defense was pretty rock solid. 2 goals in 3 games. It came from 2 moments of Messi magic against Argentina. Build off that. It's now, okay, how do you get those goals flowing? Because that does still feel like the next step that was just missing that final action, that final product in this game.
KJ, we'll get back to you. I know you got to get downstairs, and while it is loud in Orlando, you sound great over there. A couple of questions for you before we let you go to go talk to some people. Let's talk about the fact that Canada once again plays with an extra man and the offense a bit of a struggle. There's no two ways about it. They get the 1 goal in the last match through Jonathan David. They had their opportunities. Tejan Buchanan, that sequence towards the end. But as we look ahead to the knockout stage for Canada, is there any concern about the offense or the goal scoring, or do you think it's as simple as they knew what they had to do today and they did it?
Yeah, first of all, I'm hearing that Chile will go first in the press conference, so that should be an interesting watch. So you maybe get me a little bit longer if you want me. I can probably be on for another 10 minutes. So hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. But so Chile go first in the press conference, and trust me, by the people who are sitting around me, that will not be good for them. But no, I think look, clearly, I was writing down a number of notes during the game, and there was a number of different combinations where you could have said Davies to Laren, Larea to Laren. There was a number of them, right? Even at the end, Buchanan came on and Miller had chances to put them in the box. And I think if they were able to just slow it down a little bit and be a bit more composed and have the ball a little bit longer in that build-up play, then I think they will be able to finish it. That was very borderline, by the way, the offside. I'm sure you guys have seen the replay on television. I haven't, but I just watched it on my phone back, and it was really close. So I think, to answer your question, it's a good thing if we're sitting here talking about the challenges facing Canada are how are they going to convert in the final third? Because I think most people would have imagined if we'd be sitting here dissecting Canada's challenges in the Copa America so far, it would have been, what about that defense? ooh, can Jesse Marsh play two men in midfield? There's a lot of other areas that people would have gone for before talking about the front line, right? So look, they've got 1 goal in 3 games. Chile's got none. So it says everything about that. I don't think Peru. I'm not sure what Peru finished, but I don't think they got many either. So ultimately, I think that they'll believe that they can create the chances. But tonight, as these lads mentioned, and I talked about it yesterday in my hit, and I mentioned it to Jesse Marsh and Astacchio in the press conference. For me, it was the game management and the maturity and not getting suckered in and not playing victim and just being overall just more mature as a unit. And there's lots of areas. By the way, Bombito got a yellow card inside 7 minutes. It should never have been a yellow card. The referee changed his mind. And so what does Larea do? Larea then feels the contact 5 minutes later, and then he's obliged to give that yellow, which subsequently leads to the second yellow later and gets sent off. So again, that's game management. If Canada don't recognize what the referee is doing and Larea doesn't play to the referee, that's the kind of thing that's been happening against Canada for years. And now Canada's doing it to other teams. So, that shows a lot of maturity for me in a different way that, it isn't about X's and O's and systems tonight.
KJ, back to you for a question on Jacob Schaffelberg. It was a point of debate on whether he should start, whether Jesse Marsh should continue to deploy him as a finisher in these types of matches. Jacob does get the start. It goes slightly over an hour. And then when Tajon Buchanan comes in, he seems to bring a similar impact to the match that Schaffelberg has been doing in that role for the last little while. Let's get a thought on you from Jacob in a longer shift out there tonight, and the idea of these young, quick, technically skilled players coming in and the headaches of providing tired defenses at the stages of the match that they're asked to play in.
Yeah, I mean, Maurizio Winslow's 36 years old, right? So he doesn't want Schaffelberg winning him as many times as he did. Look, Schaffelberg proved he belongs. He belongs, guys. Like, ultimately, this was a stage where he wasn't overawed, and I'm really pleased for him because it's a very different skill set to come and start a game. It's very different than what he did in the 2 games previously. And I thought he did really well defensively as well, covering the space that he needed to do and adapting to it. He's also getting more and more mature and finding his voice too. He wanted that penalty, and he was still talking about it underneath me here when he got taken off. And he went straight to the 4th official and was asking questions marks as well about it. Ollie, I'll throw it to you quickly. You've been big on this. You wanted him to start from this, and he proved that he deserved it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think you have to give Jesse Marsh some credit tonight, because one of the maybe complaints about Canada at times over the years has been that they tend to stick with the same players rather than picking players who are more in form. And I think there's arguments for both sides of that. But he went with Schaffelberg tonight. He went with Richie Larea over Tajon Buchanan. Like he left an Inter Milan player and a Marseille player on the bench to play 3 MLS players in midfield. And I think he did it because he felt those guys were in form and performing, and he got rewarded. Like Larea gave Suazo like a 27-minute nightmare, an absolute horror show before he got sent off. Schaffelberg, I think, did well. It wasn't as spectacular as when he's come off the bench, but I think he performed well. So, those decisions, I think, paid off. I'll just add that I thought the penalty was a decent shout for Schaffelberg. I'll have to see it back again to really know. But there was an attack a few minutes later where Canada were breaking at speed. Schaffelberg was running into the box, and he got absolutely cleaned out by a Chilean defender. I'm not sure who it was, but it went completely unnoticed. I think it was potentially a red cards type of challenge. But he picked himself up and carried on. So, yeah, I thought he had a good night.
Let's talk about the maturity from Canada that was displayed on multiple occasions as we continue. Alex, let's go to you. You're more than welcome to chime in on the Schaffelberg conversation, but if I could, I'd like to also get to show some love to the defenders and how Alistair Johnston up there for man of the match, how consistently it felt like whether it was goal kicks or long diagonal balls, they were targeting him, especially on a yellow, and he seemed to keep his head and not let some of the antsiness of a match of this magnitude and then the stress come into play there, and top to bottom, they hold another clean sheet in that regard. So I guess ultimately this is an open question for you, whichever side of the pitch you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, well, I'll get to the defense. I think because, KJ and Ollie talked mostly about what I'd say about Schaffelberg. The last point I'd add and what I've liked when he's come on, and I like that he brought this. Sometimes it could be harder to do from the start. He really, he goes at guys. And in French, sometimes they say like he percute, he's provoking, right? Like he gets the ball and he wants to to make
like
things
that.
happen. And I like that sort of quality in a winger, right? Because sometimes it could be easy where you see a fullback in front of you, want to play it simply, want to go back, you want to be retain possession, you don't want to mess up a dribble or mess up an opportunity. I just like how Schaufelberg, it's always head down, go to the line, do what you can. If you mess it up, all right, just work your tail off to get back and make up for the mistake. So I thought that was something that was nice to see from the start, because one thing about Tajon Buchanan that we've seen from the start is he's been a bit more timid than we're used to seeing, because he usually has that quality. But on the flip side, him coming off the bench today, he showed it. So maybe this is the confidence booster he needed, similar to Schaufelberg. But I think Johnston is a great person to highlight, because he honestly might have been my player of the match today. I thought he was just absolutely in the thick of the fight. He was getting targeted all game long in terms of the wingers going at him. They were trying to get in his head. And you can tell that mentality that he's developed playing, of course, a lot in CONCACAF, but also at Celtic, where it's a lot of tough, rough and tumble games. But then he brought a little quality. He played some of Canada's nicest passes, nicest through balls. There's that one to Larea, I think it was sometime in the second half, that nearly led to a great chance. And that's what I think that's Johnston at its best. He brings you this quality. He brings you an extra body possession that can help you overload and create in wide areas. But also he brings a bit of that CONCACAF. He brings a bit of that fight. And, players who can do both in a game, in a tournament like this, are incredibly, incredibly valuable. And I think that was the overall mentality of this whole back line, from Bombito to Cornelius to Davey.
That sounds like a construction site behind you, but please wait.
Chilean journalists smashing their laptop or something behind you.
I'll just add, kind of in jest, but kind of to make a point. Alistair Johnson helped send that Eden Hazard to retirement, and I think he might have done the same for Alexis Sanchez tonight.
Fair enough. Ollie, on Ali and his performance.
Yeah, really good. Not much to add to what Alex said, to be honest with you. I thought Cornelius had another really good game as well. I think distribution is maybe where the centre-backs have a bit of improvement to do, but defensively, can't really fault much that we saw tonight. I do think bigger tests are to come. You look at, again, the difference at times in dynamism between the Canada attack and the Chile attack, I thought was pretty stark tonight, but they didn't beat, but they got the result and the clean sheet that was needed against what was in front of them. And yeah, that back line is, like KJ mentioned earlier, I think the conversation and the debate is completely flipped from us wondering about the defense and what that's going to look like to asking whether they're going to score enough goals.
Christian, we'll let you head downstairs after this question, and I know you'll have time to speak to players and absorb what just happened, but you've been with this team a lot for their big matches the past few years, and it just seems like this is another huge step in the right direction for them. Not quite going to ask you for your group stage essay, but your parting words before we let you go tonight.
Yeah, I'll obviously go speak to the coach and the player, and I'll do my hit later. But I think for me, it's just seeing Canada finally do it and get over the line. And as I said, it's not a night tonight to talk about the build-up play or the lack of finishing. It's a night to celebrate with the fireworks behind me that Canada have made a Copa America quarterfinals in a group of 3 South American teams. And I'll just let it be said that, and I think that's what, for all of us to enjoy. And I hope this country gets behind them and continues to do it, because I think the more big games we have, and the more we have opportunities for Canadians to be on national television and talk about it across One Soccer, the better. So anybody who's passionate that we all are about this game, we want to have more of these matches, and it's just great that Canada gets at least one more.
Christian, cheers. Thank you so much. We look forward to that hit when you have, let's say, 5 or 6 minutes to get that shot, but enjoy the conversations downstairs. Thank you as always. Christian Jack joining us live from Inter and Co Stadium in Orlando. We'll stay with Oliver Platt and Alex Gange-Ruzik. A reminder, to throw some questions if you have any, or just some themes you'd like discussed. We'll try and cover this with a broad stroke, but if there's anything in particular, please throw them in the chat. Do either of you know the answer to, do yellow cards get reset for the quarterfinals? I didn't think they did. I thought that was a semi, but I can check that unless either of you know the answer right now, top of your head.
I thought it was after the quarterfinals, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So into the semis, that's when it would get reset. We'll look to get some confirmation. SS Vinny asks, who will Canada play next? They still have to finish the third matches in Group B, but at the moment it is looking like Venezuela for Canada on Friday in Arlington, Texas. Alex, the next question that we will throw to you, when we start to think about that quarterfinal, and we don't want to rush ahead because we want to savor some of this moment as well, but whoever comes out of that group, as much as we know what we think it's going to be, what is that quarterfinal going to feel like in Arlington, and what type of test will Canada be in for?
Yeah, it's going to be an incredibly intense game. That was the one thing that probably stood out the most to this game, just sitting back, like volume on, watching it. Like, you could feel the intensity, every tackle, every touch, every time Chile would push forward. I immediately felt like you're watching a knockout game. At a major tournament. Of course, the stakes were a knockout game. Whoever wins pretty much ends up going through. Was what was at stake. So I'm very curious to see that raise in intensity. That alone, it's going to be very tough, especially if it's a Venezuela. From what I've seen, a very intense team. They're going to want to bring a similar mentality. If it ends up being Ecuador, certainly similar mentality, a bit more final product, a bit more quality. But I think the intensity is going to be the big thing to look for in the quarterfinal. And I think this was a great test for Canada because, again, I think it's something we're heading into this group. There was a lot of, that was the tough debate we had of, all right, how realistic was it to suggest Canada could get out this group? Because on paper, it's pretty much a slam dunk, right? You look in terms of the quality, you look in terms of the market values, where players are playing. You lose all those metrics. We've exhausted those at length. But what we said was, okay, how could they handle the experience of a Chile, the experience of a Peru, of course, the experience and everything Argentina brings. I think the fact that they've gone into those 3 tough environments, they've held their own each time, they got the results they needed. I think this was a good test for that, but I expect another level. The fans will bring it, and certainly the players itself. You can tell that's the big thing that really stood out this tournament. Just like every game I watched, it feels like the players are dying out there for their shirts, and I'd expect nothing less than the quarterfinal if that's what the group stage is like.
Quick jump in from me here. Found it in the regulations article 143. We were kind of right, Ollie. So the accumulation of yellow cards from the group stage becomes null and void from the start of the knockout stage, quarterfinals onwards. Unless a player received their second today, they would serve that suspension for the first round of the knockouts, which is the quarterfinal. So that is the clarification for the question from the chat. To you for the same question that I asked Alex about how Canada will need to raise their play, raise their intensity to match, because getting out of the group stage is a monumental accomplishment, and there's nothing to diminish what they've done, but knockout football just hits different, and it requires different things out of the group. What are you expecting from likely a Venezuela or an Ecuador?
Well, I think you have to expect that they're going to have to play 11v11 for once, which they haven't had to do for the conclusion, at least, of the past 2 games. So that, I think, will be the start of the challenge. But I just hope that this result and getting through the group gives Canada a bit more kind of conviction in their own ability here, because I think there's been a lot of talk about how experienced these teams are and how savvy they are. And you play against a team like Chile tonight, who's won 2 Copa Americas not too long ago. And that is a factor. And that is something where Canada maybe doesn't have that level of experience, but it's not the only factor. And there are also other things at play here that are much more in Canada's favor. The youth, the dynamism of this team, the quality in this team, the experience they've got at the top levels. Like, it's a lot more than some of the teams they're facing right now. And I think you're starting to see that grow and more glimpses of it. But it's almost like the players themselves still need to have that little bit of extra conviction that they are good enough, that they are actually better than some of these teams, and that they can impose themselves on them. I just remember before the World Cup, when we came back from the warm-up friendlies in Europe, I talked to a member of the coaching staff at that time, and his kind of assessment of the team was he felt that the team at that time, and that's obviously going back 18 months now, could go toe-to-toe with anyone. It was just, are they going to be ruthless enough? Are they going to be killers when they're on top in games and have the advantage in order to get results at the highest level? And I think that's still a bit of a lingering concern with this team, and we saw it tonight, is that they just don't always turn chances, turn control, turn dangerous moments into finishing, and don't always find ways to get the results that I think they could do at times. But on a performance level, I think they're good enough, certainly to go up against Venezuela and give them a real good game. So I'm hoping that belief is starting to build within the group, to not just deliver performances, but results.
Something that goes such a long way. I think you talk to any goalkeeper about it, or anyone who's played at the professional level, is the idea of the confidence and calm that an informed keeper who's making saves that perhaps they don't always necessarily shouldn't always necessarily make, but when you get that moment of magic or two from your goalkeeper, how it can transcend the outfield players in front of them. And especially late in the match, the final moments of stoppage time, Maxime Crepeau reaches out, seems to grab the ball by the end of his fingertips and reel it in and make the catch. He's involved again in a second consecutive clean sheet for this country. Ollie, I mean, we've sung the man's praises a ton. We've asked the question on the slower days about whether he's ready for a move to Europe, but it's a bit of a different situation for him here, where he's not as involved today, Crepeau. He's not as busy today with the numerical advantage that Canada has. And yet when he was tested, and there were a few big tests towards the end of the match, he was there to answer the call again. Some thoughts on Crepeau as he's gone a draw, a loss, and then conceding 2 to Argentina. So a pretty remarkable 3 matches for him.
Yeah, it sometimes presents, a different kind of challenge, right? For a goalkeeper, when you are busy, it kind of gets you into a rhythm, and I think some goalkeepers prefer to have that kind of action and to be making saves and to feel they're in the game. Crepeau was always going to have to, I think, wait for that last 10 or 15 minutes where he was going to be called upon in one way or another, whether it was making a save or coming out and claiming a cross, being commanding when his team needed him to. And he did that tonight. So I don't think you can really have a knock against Maxime Crepeau at this tournament so far. And if Canada can, potentially go one game further in this tournament, I think he'll be in the conversation for the best goalkeeper at the Copa America. He's been pretty much spotless so far.
Alex, you agree?
Yeah, I think that's a very fair statement. And I think what I've really liked about Crepeau is it's even beyond the shot stopping, right? Sometimes saves can be a bit arbitrary. Sometimes if a striker puts it 2 inches to the left, you just can't reach it, et cetera, et cetera. What I like about Crepeau is how he controls what he can control. And I think there was really one moment that stood out. I think it was about minute 85, something like that. Ball over the top, dangerous ball. Crepeau's right there, comes flying out. I think he even took a touch and then booted it up. And it was just so composed, so well taken. And I thought a moment like that, yeah, it's unlikely that in most cases that it ends up as anything. Maybe the defender gets there first, or, the goalkeeper comes out and heads it. But just how composed, how calm, I immediately thought, like, okay, that's some good bit of goalkeeping. I think it was highlighted on the broadcast as well. And that's what you get with Crepeau. It's this fearlessness, and a confidence in his own ability. When he knows when he can come out. He knows when he can get a palm on a ball. Like you mentioned at the end, it was a bit of a risk to come out. He could have stayed on his line and let his defenders do the work. He felt, okay, I can go out, get this ball, put a hand on it. And I think you can't discount how it's made all the defenders in front of him play a little bigger, because it helps us so much when a ball goes over your shoulder, maybe like it did a few times against Argentina or in other games, and you're like, all right, at least Max is back there. He'll come flying out. He'll do his thing. He's broken his leg before doing the same thing, yet it doesn't stop him. Like, that sort of mentality rubs off on defenders, and I think that's something that can't be forgotten. That, of course, it's the saves, of course, it's the highlight reel we've seen, but I think those little moments too that he does in terms of claiming and those and just that calmness he brings is really rubbed off on the defenders in a good way.
Something I saw in the chat, and Armin, if I may, I'll try and bring it up here from Gordo. Actually, it looks like I don't have the authority for that. Gordo 10:28 p.m. mentions that in the quarterfinals, no extra time is played. I just wanted to add to that. That's the same for the semis and the third place match as well. The only match in Copa America knockout football that would go through the extra time and then penalties would be the final if it gets there. It's a great point to add, because all of a sudden this is the environment Canada's in, and what happens if the match is level after 90 minutes. Ollie, I'm not going to be the one to stir the pot too much. I know there's some good accounts in our friend like JJDTV who likes to take some shots at Tactical Manager about Canada and the US or Kings of CONCACAF, etc. But we have to talk about what is at stake for CONCACAF now at this stage in the tournament. You look at Group B, Mexico, Jamaica, 3rd and 4th. The US, they fall to Paraguay, way as red card. They're on the verge of getting grouped unless they get a result and some help against Uruguay. What does this say for Canada to almost be the CONCACAF flag bearers at this tournament?
Good question. I don't know what it says. Like, I don't think it's been a great tournament for CONCACAF, to be honest with you. It started okay, and it's gone downhill since. So, look, yeah, I think Canada is obviously rising in terms of their relevance and their quality within CONCACAF to be one of the top teams now, and other teams are maybe going in a bit of a different direction. And to be fair, I didn't think that about the United States. It was more Mexico that I think was trending in the wrong way. But you get it can swing at times on one red card, as we've seen for both Canada and the United States. You benefit on the one hand, you pay the price for a moment of stupidity on the other hand, and it's a short tournament. It can swing very quickly.
Well, there was that delightful tweet from CONCACAF early in the night that said one last challenge for Canada. They're going to have to add an asterisk or have one more last chance for Canada on Friday in Arlington. Alex, we would be remiss to go through the entire program here. And I know we don't have a ton of time, only a few minutes left, but the first half, we have some significant calls. We have some significant bookings decisions and what that went overall from the referee, who I decided to show some love to today. What did you make of the disciplinary decisions or non-decisions and how they impacted the match and how Canada was able to handle some of that adversity?
Yeah, I think, funnily enough, I'd say I'd probably pretty fine with it just because I liked the early yellow card. Yeah, it was unfortunate for Bombito because I think he makes that tackle any other game in this tournament, and he's laughing. He probably has a few more in him. But I think from the referee, that did set a bit of an early tone, and like you mentioned, that ends up benefiting Canada because, like, all right, like that's the level set, etc. And I think, the first half, I like the way he managed the decisions. I do think he did lose control of that second half. It felt like things
a little bit towards the
really
end,
teetering on the edge in that second half, and it kind of felt like he didn't really want to get too involved with everything going on. But I like the tone it set at the start of the game. I think both teams kind of knew there was a clear line, and I think it was a testament to Canada that they were able to adjust to it, whereas Chile, they were kind of almost like thrown off by the fact that, all right, we're getting booked for things that maybe a few against Peru, for example, where it's just an absolute war on the field, they were getting away with. So I didn't mind that, and I'd like to see more referees do that, just because, again, every game I watch, some of these tackles they let slide early in games, which is, again, fine if teams want to come out and set the tone, but there has to be yellows, there has to be reds. If not, the game can just escalate into chaos. And I think the fact that referee gave out those early yellows set a tone for a tamer first half, which was a nice change of pace.
15 fouls committed by Canada in the match, 8 committed by the Chileans. Of course, the second yellow sending off, 4 as well for Canada. I think everyone but Cornelius along the back. Ollie, with this conversation that is worth having, but what would you say to the people that might just look at the result and say, well, red card, Canada had an easy path the way through, the red card changed the game, et cetera, et cetera. Canada had to play with the cards that were not just dealt, but brandished. What did you make of the discipline and how Canada took their chance, despite it not being maybe as dramatically offensive as they would have liked?
Yeah, I mean, they have had help. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Like, Peru and Chile did to a certain extent beat themselves and are a shadow of what I think we've seen from both teams in the past. I think you can acknowledge that and still say that, particularly tonight, like I said, I didn't think they played great against Peru, and they found a way to get a result, which is, I guess, all that matters in tournament football. But tonight they were much better. And I think you can look at the first 26 or 27 minutes or whatever of that game and see a Canada team that, was performing, I think, pretty well and was very much in that game, if not on top in that game. And yeah, there is something to be said for their ability to keep a lid on it. I think in terms of their own discipline, not do anything stupid, particularly for the players who have received yellow cards. I do think, if we're being honest, Bombito was fortunate with that elbow early on in the game that wasn't spotted. So maybe we got away with one there, but potentially cashing in the headbutt against Peru is a return favor, I guess I'll say on that one.
Alex, a final word to you before we get out of here today.
Yeah, I think for Canada, I think it's important just to understand how big of a 3 games this was for them. I think to head into a tournament like this, to make the most of 3 opportunities to play just 3 games where they learn so much about themselves. You go up against the best, but then also maybe against Peru and Chile, you just get to see firsthand the experience and the sort of level that it brings in South America. And I think most importantly, you keep the journey. Like I can't stress, win or lose. I think the game's next Friday. when they go out, how valuable a game like that is going to be heading into 2026. And I think that's something that can't be forgotten, that at the end of the day, this tournament was about preparing for 2026. And now that when they head into 2026, again, no matter what happens on Friday, you look back like, all right, yes, you went to a tough tournament with 3 South American teams. You got out your group. That's a huge sign of progress. Now you got to taste the knockout game, see the different level, different energy, different intensity that it provided. Your defense went up against some top attackers and held up. I think those are all points of reference. And I think what's crucial too, and you can't forget, Jesse Marsh has still only been with the team for a month. I think it's going to give a good reference point to the players. Like, all right, this was a good first step. Now imagine if you get more to come, you get patterns of play, you get chemistry, you start to understand the manager's style. I think it's been really impressive to see the mentality he's brought in. And yeah, I'm excited to see what they do in this knockout game now, because the mentality, again, I'll continue to stress it just because it's been, even just on like Marsh on the touch line, the way he's handled himself, the way how he looks in press and how he's talked in press conferences, it's really brought a new dimension to this team. And I think that's important because talent was never an issue. You're never looking at this team and wondering, oh, they're not talented enough to go toe to toe. But it was all right, how could they take that next step? And I think for the first time since the World Cup, it feels like they've finally put together tangible, ways of showing that, okay, they're actually not that far off from taking that step. And who knows, maybe they take it as soon as this week with the knockout win, or maybe it's in the months and years to come as they get used to their new manager and what's to come out of 2026.
AT&T Stadium on Friday. It will be a 7 p.m. Central Time start, 5 p.m. Pacific. Canada against the winner of Group B, and we will find out who that will be just tomorrow. So much to say about this performance, this qualification for Canada. Second in Group A, quarterfinalists at the 2024 Copa America. Our thanks to Starbucks, to Christian Jack, to AGR, to Oliver Platt, and to all of you for joining us for our watch party and our post-match reaction show. We will be back tomorrow with another episode of Vamos, presented by Degree in Studio. So make sure you keep it locked to @OneSoccer on social for the best sound and visuals coming from the tournament and the analysis around it. But for tonight, we raise a glass to you, Canada. Enjoy the historic evening, and we look forward to having you back here very soon on OneSoccer.